You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Y'all. What you know about that? That's that old Buster. You feel me? Buster Rhymes got you all in check. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brethren and sisters, hermanos, mi hermanas, ladies and lads, kings and queens, and everything in between. Y'all know what time it is. Doctor's in the house. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good? Hopefully everybody's doing good out there, man, on this wonderful Friday. Oh my goodness, it's Friday, bro. How these weeks be going by so quickly, so fast, bro? It's just gotta thank God, but time be flying, man. Do what you want to do what you got to do, and make sure that you have time to enjoy the moment and give praises to God and give the glory to God, because some people's time's already over with, you know what I'm saying? And time be flying though, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's hit this roll call real quick. I see some good brothers in the building, man. We got my brother Unity, aka Kendrick, aka KD, in the building. We got my brother TSO Bodega Ty in the building. Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody. Don't forget to smack that like button. Before we get to it, though, let's go ahead and say our prayers. We start off with our prayers to thank the Most High for blessing us with another day, you know. And if there's any prayer requests, you already know how we do, man. We have in the Discord, we have prayer requests. We have a prayer request section, bro. What other boxing channel doing it like us, bro? This is the BTF Boxing Talk family, man. We really a family around here. You feel me? So if you have any prayer requests, drop it. I have not attended divinity school. I don't claim to be a preacher, but I do talk to the Lord, you know, as we all should. So, you know, if anybody has any prayer requests, don't forget to drop it in the Discord. But without further ado, please join me and bow your heads if you indulge. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for bringing us into this wonderful Friday. You know, we thank God it's Friday, but we should thank God it's every day and any day that we make it to see, because if we make it to another day, that means our story is not over. You know, our purpose is not fulfilled. And we just want to thank you for putting wonderful purpose upon our life, you know, and putting a wonderful responsibility in the form of blessings on our lives as well. The fact that we could be blessings for others as well, Lord, because there's nothing that you put on our plate that we can't handle. So the more we have on our plate, the more responsibility we have, the more anointed, the more blessed, the more privileged, and the more favored we are, you know. So we just want to ask you to continue to lead us in the right direction and give us the appropriate intentions with our speech, with our thoughts, with our actions, and to actually reflect the wonderful burden that you put on our shoulders, Lord. And no burden is too heavy for us, because you carry it for us. Not only do you carry our burdens, you carry us. So we just want to ask you for renewed strength. We want to thank you for bringing us to today. And we just want to ask you to forgive us of our sins when we fall short, because that's inevitable, Lord. And we just, so overall, I want to thank you. Thank you for your blessings, big and small. Thank you for the blessings that you gave us yesterday, in the past. Thank you for the blessings that you're currently, hitting us with in the present, and we thank you for the blessings that we will receive in the future, through Jesus' name, amen. Do not let us waver. Let's get it, man. We got Sir in the building. Let's check out my boy Unity said, man. He came in here he came in here talking, boy. Shout out to Unity, man. He says, thank you, Doc, for going live. I was having brain rot, sheesh, listening to the BS on another channel that's snitching and breaking already broken news. They out there snitching? Who out there snitching, bro? Put a name on. No, I'm just joking. Don't put a name on it. Yeah, out there snitching.
All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Shout out to my brother Kendrick, man. I appreciate that as a compliment, because I see that as you acknowledging that we don't do no snitching over here. You know what I'm talking about? We don't do no fake news takes. We don't do no outrageous news takes. We keep it boxing, we keep it wholesome, we keep it real, we keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that acknowledgement, man. You know, so we you a big part of that. So appreciate y'all rocking, man. That's all we do over here, man. Might take us a little longer to get where we're supposed to be, but we are growing slowly but surely. They can't take that from us. You know what I'm talking about? So I appreciate that, man. When God gives you, whom God bless, no man can curse, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Ty says, Ty out here laughing. And Unity said, now someone come in here calling you Buster, I'm letting them rock. That's true. That's true. That's true, man. Let them rock. Let them rock. Let them rock, man. We will let them troll me, you know, as long as they'll, I mean, you already know. You know what it is, man. You can use your discretion, man. As long as they don't go, you know, over the hill, you know, with being prejudiced or racist or, you know, discriminatory for our women or our religions, and, you know, let them rock, man. I ain't tripping, man. My skin thicker than that, man. I come up in the American Deep South public school system. You know what I'm talking about? So it's gonna take more than that to break my spirit. You feel me? So shout out to my brother Tyson. I could name those names, but that's snitching. Yeah, we don't do no snitching, man. Shout out to my brother Tay in the building. Shout out to my brother Tay, man. You got to peep the last video. This man Tay came in here and asked the doc, when did Subriel Matías test positive? You would know if you peeped the video, bro. I dropped a whole video on it, man. What you think? I dropped the news for my health? You know what I'm talking about? You think I dropped the news for you not to watch it? You think I dropped the news for you not to listen to it? You feel me? He popped dirty on November 9th, man. But shame on you for not rocking. Like I'm talking about, shout out to my brother Tay. You know, I'm going to give you a hard time. But yeah, he popped dirty on November 9th for Osterine. And speaking of that, before we get to the meat and potatoes, which is Canelo, Cinnamon. Please say it ain't so, man. Not like this, bro. Cinnamon, don't do it, brother. Don't do it. Cinnamon, one of my favorite fighters, man. You know I rock with Cinnamon, man. But last time he was out there, he ain't look too good. Because, you know, my boy Cinnamon got, what, 68 fights? 3 losses? That ain't too shabby. You know, so literally the majority of the time that he's out there, he's putting that bing, bang, boom on folks. But last time we seen him, he got the bing, bang, boom put on him. And according to the reports from Azteca TV, he wants to do it again. He wants to run it back. On one hand, I got to respect it. Because I would expect nothing less from Cinnamon. You know, that's why he's one of my favorite fighters. But sometimes you got to Kenny Rogers that thing. And what I mean by that is you got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Bud's coming, you better run. You feel me? You better run. Anytime Bud's coming, boy, you better run. I don't care if it's at a picnic. I don't care if it's in church. I don't care if it's at the grocery store. You see Bud, skedaddle. Just get up out of there, man, because we don't want to relive that nightmare. You know what I'm talking about? Now, like I said, I thought it was a more competitive fight than most, but I don't think it's going to get better, you know? I personally scored it 7-5. You know, when in real time when it was live, I called it a draw. And people said I was crazy. I take that. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But I did score. I watched it like 4 or 5 times, and it didn't get better. You see what I'm saying? I did score 7-5, but I do think that I look at different things than most, and sometimes I score for certain things that I think is appropriate to score for that most people overlook. And I'm not saying that maybe I was looking too hard. You know what I'm saying? I could be guilty of that too. So I'm not saying that anybody who had a different score is not looking deep enough. I'm just saying that for me, I thought it was appropriate to score 7-5, but I say that to also say that if you had it I ain't gonna say 10-2, 10-2 is wild, but if you had it 8-4 or if you had it 9-3 in favor of Bud, I could see that too. You see what I'm saying? Because I tend to score for damage and aggression and lack of damage too. You know, you could be an active fighter and not be doing much at the same time. Especially, I tend to score on the tendencies of the fighters as well. Like, for example, Canelo, we know he has a granite chin, he's very durable, and we know Terence Crawford is very effective, right, and very judicious with his punches. So I could see somebody being less active but still being more effective in favor of Crawford. I could see somebody walking through punches and getting tagged more and maybe giving 1 punch and receiving 4 and still be potentially winning the round, because I feel like sometimes if you're not changing the person's game plan, then I kind of see that too. You know what I'm saying? You got to change their tendencies. So I value that as well. But anyway, I thought Canelo lost that fight, and I think that's going to get worse because I think Bud is a better boxer. He demonstrated that. Skills pay the bills, and he showed that he's better. But, you know, I got to give it up for Canelo on one hand for wanting to avenge that loss, you know, and correct it, and rectify that. But I don't think so. But I will say this, though. I will give him credit because he has always said that he would want to fight Floyd Mayweather again. And so now he has the opportunity to fight Terence Crawford again, and he's taking it, right? The only one that people will be hard on him about is Bivol, the fact that he didn't rematch Bivol yet. But I mean, you got to understand too, Bivol is a bigger guy, you know, so I don't really think that he's obligated to rematch him, and I don't think he should either. I think Bivol beats him again too. But shout out to Cinnamon though, man. We might be getting that rematch, you know. Canelo's pursuing that rematch, and I just, oh man, I feel like it's gonna get worse, man. Bud gonna have Canelo in there looking like this.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga. Fight back.
Yeah, man. Budrick might have Cinnamon in there like fight back, man. I just don't want it, but I respect it. You see what I'm saying? And despite some of y'all flaky fans, I will be rooting for Cinnamon again. I may not be picking him. But I'll be rooting for him. You know what I'm talking about? But with that being said, like I said before, it's not that I'm rooting against Bud, because I like Bud a lot. I just like Cinnamon more. But yeah, this time I will not be picking. I don't think I'll be picking Cinnamon, but yeah, I just think, like I said, I go by boxing rules a lot of times, and what's one of the biggest rules in boxing? You know what I'm saying? Well, power is the last thing to go. We know about that. The number one rule is hit and don't get hit. But also, when you have a rematch, you usually go with the better boxer, right? So, like, we see it all the time on Andre Ward and Kovalev. The rematch was worse because he's a better boxer. The better boxer got more dominant. We see it in, I think we're going to see it in Canelo and Floyd. I mean, not Canelo, Floyd, sorry. Canelo and Bud. I think Bud's going to be more dominant. We saw it in Floyd and Maidana. The second fight I thought was better for in favor of Floyd, so we see it a lot of times. I'm not saying that we see it all the time, but we see it a lot of times. I mean, for example, I think people would say that Chris Eubank is a better boxer, but he lost the second fight. But there's other circumstances surrounding that fight too. But even with Usyk and Tyson Fury, right? I thought Tyson Fury was the bigger guy and the better boxer in the first one, but he still lost. And then the second one, I thought Usyk beat him worse. And I think that he proved that he was a better boxer, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I think that a lot of times a better boxer is favored in the rematch, and he should be. So I would be favoring Bud again. But he said, shout out to Sir. He says, interesting. The Austrian, is it an epidemic? Come on now. Sir said Bud gonna stop him. Oh Lord, don't say that, bro. Don't say that, bro. We might have to toss you out of here, bro. He said Bud gonna stop him in the rematch. Nah. Give him the boot, bro. Get him out of here, bro. He's speaking he's blaspheming in the chat, man. Blasphemous. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Don't you say that, bro. Don't you say that. Shout out to my brother Oscar Perez in the building, mi hermano Carnal. And he said, yes, Sirski, boxing get overtaken by CGW. Cheaters get wild. I'm telling you, bro. Canelo getting smoked on. Oh Lord, Ty said Canelo getting smoked on. Like I said, yeah, Canelo's my favorite fighter, man. I will be rooting for Canelo again if the rematch does come into fruition. But yeah, I think it's like Zhang and Deontay Wilder, right? I was rooting for Deontay Wilder, but I knew Zhang was gonna win. But I can't help who I root for, but I can also compartmentalize, you know what I'm saying, and approach it objectively. And I think that this is not a good news for. It's good news for Canelo. I mean, they're gonna make a lot of money, bro. And I don't think he'll get stopped, despite contrary belief. But I do think Terence Crawford will win more convincingly. But you never know, man. Hey, I will say this: Canelo, I have to take my hats off to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't make any excuses. Maybe he had an excuse, because a lot of us said he didn't look right in the locker room, which I'm still not going because I don't want to take any credit away from Bud. You see what I'm saying? But if he did think something was wrong, just like he thought something was wrong with him and Bivol, which I do not advise him to rematch Bivol either, but he did say that there was something wrong with him, as far as him being weaker and him going on a vegan diet in respects to his wife or something like that, or vegetarian. I don't know if it was strictly vegan, but it was definitely vegetarian at the very least, which there is a difference between vegan and vegetarian. Look it up if you don't know. But anyway, he wasn't really eating meals that are consistent with his lifestyle previously. He was trying to turn, so he said he felt weaker, he felt compromised in the Bivol rematch. I mean, the Bivol fight. I'm not going for that, but if that is something that you can hold on to and you feel like there's something that you could have done better, then yeah, by all means, take the rematch, man. Take the rematch, man. It's a boxer, you're gonna make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't believe. I think if he loses to Bud again, he's still an all-time great, despite what the goofballs say. You see what I'm saying? You could lose to an all-time great 15,000 times. You didn't lose to everybody else. If it takes another all-time great to beat you, that means that you're an all-time great. So I don't think that his legacy, it'll be damaged, don't get me wrong, but it will still be an all-time great. Now, if he loses to Bud twice, then maybe he'll be disqualified as being the best fighter out of Mexico. Maybe he can't be in those talks anymore. But as far as, and maybe he can't be in the GOAT talks anymore, which some people wouldn't have him in the GOAT talks in the first place anyway. But, you know, it's the notion that you will lose your status as an all-time great when you got goofballs like Joe Calzaghe never fought an all-time great in their primes. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was his prime or his opponent's prime, saying that, oh, he lost these fights, so it disqualifies him from being an all-time great. I mean, it just sounds stupid. I mean, at the end of the day, he would have what? That'd be 69 fights, and assuming he loses, he would lose 4 of them. Get the freak out of here. You know, you sound crazy. But then you want to tell me that Lomachenko, who had 21 fights and lost 3 of them, he's 18-3. He's a Hall of Famer, and he's a great. But Canelo, who has 68 fights and lost 3 of them, he's not. Yeah, you sound crazy. That is a bunch of
Bullshit!
but yeah, he said, who else? Shout out to Mr. Grandy in the building. He said Canelo ain't going to rematch no Crawford. Hey, I don't know, man. I think he will. I think he will, man. I hope he doesn't, but I think he will. Like I said, I don't think. I know people may disagree, especially with the Bud and with the Cinnamon and David Benavidez stuff. But there's some fighters I don't think are scared, man. I don't think he would be scared to fight Terence Crawford. And you got to think about the money. And the fact that he signed with Riyadh Season for whatever amount of fights, right? I think 3 fights, right? So I think Turkey would approve that fight. I'm assuming he has something to do with it, which I would assume he does, right? He'll have to give his clearance. I think that Turkey would approve the rematch. And then maybe have a 3rd fight in England or something, or in the UK, you know what I'm talking about? Maybe it would have been with Chris Eubanks Jr., but he just lost, so I don't think anybody would want to see that. It could still be with Hamza Shiraz. You know, Turkey seemingly likes to have his guys that he backs, like Hamza Shiraz and his Riyadh Season, what they called? Riyadh Season ambassadors. He likes to have them beat up on other stars, right? Like whether they're American stars or English stars or Mexican stars, he likes to have them beat up on established stars, right? So, you know, I think that could fit his that could fit his agenda, but I still think Canelo would beat Shiraz, so I think that would fail. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, man. So let's see. He said Unity says Ben winning got Canelo thinking he could do the same. Yeah, maybe Conor. Maybe he got galvanized from the Conor Ben rematch, but he got to understand too. Canelo's not Ben. And that's a good thing. I'm saying that for a good thing. But the bad thing is that Crawford's not Eubank. You see what I'm saying? Crawford is not Eubank. Yes, you're both trained by Bomac, but, you know, there are circumstances surrounding the Eubank fight and the Ben fight. And then plus, Canelo is the bigger guy. Crawford would be the guy coming up like Ben, you know. So I don't know if that's the case. Maybe that is the case. It has him think he could win. He could change something. And when you're a great fighter, when you're an ambitious person and a great fighter or a great person in anything, you always can feel like you could do it better the second time. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna think you could conquer it the next time. So ain't no shame in that, man. Ain't no shame in that. But I think it's ill advised. I don't think you should fight Bud again. But what other fight is there that'll pull them? I ain't gonna say to pull the revenue generate. Yeah, I mean, what other fight? People will talk trash like, oh, say I'm not interested. They ain't they'll watch it, you know. And it's so funny because I saw this one guy on Twitter. He said that, oh, the first fight was dull. He doesn't want to see a rematch. I don't really want to see a rematch because I don't want to see my boy Cinnamon go out like that. But the first fight wasn't dull. If you thought the first fight was dull, it's because, well, A, you don't know shit about boxing and you're not really a boxing fan, or B, you were rooting for Canelo, or a combination of both. Maybe you're rooting for Canelo and you don't know nothing about boxing. The first fight was not dull. What was dull about that? That was a fantastic fight between 2 all-time greats. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that people that are boxing fans, they're not really boxing fans. They're fans of a particular boxer. Because if Canelo would have won, I bet you he would have loved the fight. And I was rooting for Canelo, and I could still see that it was a good fight. Well, there was nothing dull about that fight. So as far as what's going to happen in the ring, yeah, I would be interested. That's an interesting fight. I think it would be a good fight again. I just think Bud will win a little bit more convincingly. I don't think it was a bad, boring fight. Like, he talk about it's a dull fight. Then, okay, if you call that a dull fight, then what's a good fight? And if that's a dull fight, then, yeah, like I said, what's a good fight? And then what do you call Jermaine Ortiz versus Teofimo? Like, it's only a good fight if the person you root for wins? That's stupid. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Shout out to Yes Indeed Boxing one time for the ladies. Big member in the building. Grand Rising Queen Shawala. Yeah, how are you? Said, sir said, you hate boxing if you think that fight was dull. Exactly, exactly, sir. Oscar says, not the same. Nomad, apparently Eubank got smoked in the rematch. Not the same Bomac, I think you said, apparently. Not the same Bomac. I got you. Probably a typo. But yeah, man, so I think that yeah, like I said, I'm not mad at, so don't get me wrong. When I say that Canelo shouldn't go for the rematch, I'm not saying because I think it's a bad fight or it's dull. I'm saying because I think he's gonna get beat, and you know that's one of my favorite fighters. I don't want to see him go out like that. And you never know. Hey, I know I disagree that Canelo will get stopped, but hey, he could possibly. You know what I'm saying? You never know, man. Hey, Bud is a different. Hey, Bud is a beast in that ring, man. Bud is a beast in that ring, man. So hey, yeah, I'm not saying that's outside the realm of possibility now, and you know what I'm saying. So I just don't get it twisted. You know, those are two different things. I'm saying it's ill-advised for him to take the rematch because I don't think he'll win, but it's a good fight. I'd love to watch the fight again if that's what they want to do. But now, moving forward, man, to the Subriel Matías. Subriel, you know I'm talking about? Subriel Matías. You know, I can't roll my tongue, you know I'm talking about? But Subriel Matías. We got Subriel Matías, man. Oh, man, this hurt my heart because I like Subriel. You know I like Subriel, chat. Y'all know I rock with him. But I also think it's funny, though, because we have people tweeting stuff like this when it comes to Subriel Matías, right? Shout out to Boxing and Barbecue. I'm not saying that they're anti-Henny. I'm just using this as an example. I think they have pretty good takes and stuff like that. I'm not saying that he was pro or anti Devin Haney. I'm just saying that a lot of people will agree with this, right? This statement. Boxing and Barbecue says, with news that Matías tested positive for Ostarine, the same Ostarine that Ryan Garcia tested positive for, the same Ostarine that Alexander Povetkin tested positive for, one of the substances that got him banned retroactively for 10 years. Yeah, that's the same Ostarine. The same Ostarine that Amir Khan was suspended for 2 years. Yeah, that same Ostarine against Kell Brook. Yeah. The same Ostarine that now Subriel Matías has in his system. I just want to give you a refresher, just in case you didn't know what Ostarine was and what kind of selective androgen receptor modulator was, a SARM, a SARM. That's what it falls into in the PED category. It's a SARM, you see what I'm saying, which is banned by not just boxing but all the sports by USADA, just to make that very clear, because it is a PED. So that means it's banned whether you are in competition or out of competition. That means that if you're preparing for a fight, you cannot have Ostarine in your system. That means if you're walking around with your punk ass kids in the middle of Costco, you cannot have Ostarine in your system. If you're at a theme park at SeaWorld swimming with the fish, you cannot have Ostarine in your system, because it is banned in all the sports as long as you are an active athlete competing. That doesn't mean that you have a fight coming up. It means that whether you are in competition or out of competition, if they test you at any given time and you have Ostarine in your system, it will result in a ban. I just want to give you a brief refresher real quick. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. Anyway, it says, with news that Matías tested positive for Ostarine, it's not just Ostarine, it's all SARMs. Okay, so any illegal advantage in boxing is dangerous. He fought Dadashev in 2019, who later died from brain injuries. Rest in peace. This is Maxim Dadashev right here. He was a fighter that Subriel Matías fought, and he unfortunately passed away. And you should remember he was trained by the great Buddy McGirt. And Buddy McGirt, you know, it's not his fault, but of course you're gonna feel guilty. But he said he does regret not pulling Maxim out earlier, and he said that he wanted to, but Maxim Dadashev, being a warrior, just like Errol Spence's a warrior, just like so many other fighters are warriors, they rather go out on the shield. He was like, no, I want to keep fighting. So sometimes your team is there to protect you even from yourself, not just from your opponent. But anyway, that's not on Buddy McGirt's fault, but of course, naturally, as a DC human being, you're gonna feel somewhat responsible. But shout out to Subriel Matías and Maxim Dadashev and Buddy McGirt. But it said any illegal advantage in boxing is dangerous. He fought Dadashev in 2019, who later died from brain injuries. Rest in peace. I'm not saying he was on anything then, but this should be eye-opening about how serious this is. And I love this comment, right? This comment is great. But my issue is that we have these moments of enlightenment, right? When it's Subriel Matías against Maxim Dadashev. Right? We have these moments of clarity when it's Francisco Rodriguez against Galal Yafai. Right? We have these moments, we have this epiphany that PEDs are bad when it's I don't know, give me any other cheater that we Antonio Margarito. That wasn't a PED, but it was still an illegal substance used on his gloves, was a plaster of Paris. And we have these moments of clarity when we don't have a disdain for a fighter. Bro, this is the same exact substance that was used with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. They made Devin Haney a meme. I'm not saying boxing and barbecue did. I'm just speaking in general as all of us as a boxing community, not us individually. They made Devin Haney a meme for being fucking cheated, bro. But now we're saying that Osterine is dangerous and it could potentially be the reason why somebody died in the ring. But the guy who got cheated by a guy who tested positive for Osterine, he never tested positive against Dadashev. He tested positive on November 9th. He wasn't fighting anybody, but we're taking that positive test, which is still at unresolved, right? Because we did not test or evaluate the B sample yet. So we don't really know. Granted, don't get me wrong, the B sample being different from the A sample is very slim. It's a rarity, in fact. But we still have to give him the benefit of the doubt until the investigation is complete. But we're not doing that. We're saying, oh, he tested dirty, not during the fight against Alberto Puello, not during the fight against Maxim Dadashev. He tested dirty in preparation for his upcoming fight on November 9th. But we're applying that same dirty test to all of his fights prior. But the guy, Ryan Garcia, who actually tested positive during the fight with Devin Haney, we're saying, oh, Osterine doesn't matter. That's not why Devin Haney lost. You see the hypocrisy there? You tell me what that is, chat. You tell me. Tell me what it is. So the guy who tested positive and didn't have a fight, we're applying it to every fight that he had before. Even when a guy died 6 years ago, we're saying that he probably was dirty then, or he could have been. But the guy who actually tested dirty during the fight with Devin Haney, we're saying that it was inconsequential to the overall outcome of the fight. I don't think y'all realize. I don't think y'all realize the buffoonery with that, bro. I don't think y'all realize the problem with that. There's no meme being made about anybody else that was cheated besides Devin Haney. Have you ever seen a meme about Chris Algieri getting knocked out by Conor Ben when they found out he could have been dirty? Did you see a meme about Galal Yafai when Francisco Rodriguez beat him up? Did you see a meme? Did you see a meme with what's my boy's name? Shonosuke Yamanaka when Louis Neary cheated him and knocked him the freak out twice back to back like a Drake song? He knocked him out one time and then they said, oh, it was a fluke. He came back and was on PEDs again and knocked him out in even quicker time. Yeah, did you see any memes about Yamanaka? I don't even think you know who Yamanaka is. I'm just saying. Okay, so I think it's crazy, bro. I think it's crazy, man. I think it's wild, bro. I really think it's wild, bro. I really think it's wild. I'm gonna be honest too. And if you're one of those that are feeling bad for Alberto Puello potentially being cheated by Subriel Matías, you're a pussy. Because if you didn't say the same thing, if you didn't keep the same energy for Ryan Garcia and the same type of judgment for Ryan Garcia when it came to Devin Haney, you're a pussy. I mean, are you either that or you want to Ryan Garcia hose? Maybe you're one of Ryan Garcia's hoes. Maybe you're hoping that he impregnates you. I don't know. And then beats on you like his ex-wife and then gets a restraining order. And then you can call it off. You know what I'm talking about? Because he does have a DV case on him as well. You know what I'm talking about? So I just think that's weak, bro. I'm not gonna say I'm not talking about anybody that feels that way now, because I feel this way. I'm not talking about boxing barbecue. I don't know his history or their history or whatever. I'm just speaking in generalities here. Like, I don't care if you're Mike Coppinger. I don't care if you're Eddie Hearn. I don't care if you're some goofy random peon on Twitter. If you think that Subriel Matías having Osterine is influential to the outcome of his fights, and you did not share the same sentiment for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, then you're a pussy. It is what it is. It's not about you being dumb. It's not about you I mean, you're ignorant too, but it's not about you not knowing better. It's about you being selectively outraged and having so much hate for somebody that doesn't know. You don't know Devin Haney, bro. I don't know Devin. Bitch, I put money on Ryan Garcia to beat Devin Haney, but I like boxing. I don't condone anybody cheating. If Devin Haney would have cheated Ryan Garcia, well, you wouldn't need to hear from me, because Devin Haney would have been crucified if he would have cheated Ryan Garcia. That's number one. But to my point, if Devin Haney would have cheated Ryan Garcia, I would call him a cheater too. You know why? Because I call Jarrell Big Baby Miller a cheater. I call Conor Ben a cheater. I call Subriel Matías a cheater. I call Antonio Margarito a cheater. I call Alexander Povetkin a cheater. I call anybody that cheats a cheater. Why don't you? Like, that shit is weird, bro. That shit is like soft baby shit energy. that's like soft baby shit energy, bro. That shit is weird to me, bro. Like, it's so much support and so much people. Why aren't they defending Subriel Matías? You just told me Osterine didn't matter. It was wasn't it Shawa? Wasn't it what did they say? It was a billionth of a gram. It was a billionth of a gram. So it doesn't matter, right? The same measurement which is nanograms, that his ostarine is going to be measured in. I guarantee it. If I don't guarantee you nothing, when Subriel Matías, when they quantify the amount that he was cheating with, it's going to be measured in nanograms, which is a billionth of a gram. They told me it didn't matter though. So I mean, it doesn't matter. Alberto Puello should have fought better. Alberto Puello should have he should have used his jab more. Alberto Puello should have had better defense. That's what we told Devin Haney. Devin Haney should have blocked the left hook, right? Right? Devin Haney should have blocked the left hook, right? So Alberto Puello, he should have moved. If, big if, emphasis on the if, and rest in peace to Maxim Dadishev. I'm not going to touch that fight. I'm not crazy because he passed away. God forbid. I'm not going to touch that fight. But I'm just use Subriel Matías' other fights, right? If he was cheated against Alberto Puello should have fought better. That's what we say, right? Alberto Puello, who's another one who popped dirty. We ain't gonna talk about that though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna throw him in the fire. That's a whole nother story because he said him and his wife was trying to make things. You know what I'm saying? And you know, make babies and stuff like that. So it could be true, whatever. That's not my business. But the point is, if Devin Haney should have blocked the left hook, Alberto Puello should have fought better. Alberto Puello should have used his range better. He should have used his jab better. He should have punched in between shots better. He should have fought better, right? We don't care. We don't care about ostarine, I thought we don't care about ostarine. So, like Dalton Smith, he should be able to fight right now. There should be no problems with having Dalton Smith versus Subriel Matías still go right on schedule. Right, Ty? Am I tripping? Thomas, shout out to my brother Tom. Am I tripping, Thomas? We should be able to have Subriel Matías versus Dalton Smith right on schedule. Because it's just ostarine. It's just ostarine. It doesn't matter. It's just ostarine. Bro, hey, God is good. I'm telling you, bro. It's like a movie, dog. You couldn't write a better movie script, bro. It's like written out of a book. That's why you got to be careful what you say, bro. Because people will take notice, bro. And people with common sense will take notice. I mean, the dummy's always going to be dumb. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I mean, ostarine doesn't matter, bro. So I don't even know why we're talking about canceling Subriel Matías versus Dalton Smith. I don't understand why we're saying that Pitbull versus Lamont Roach could be for the WBC title held by Subriel Matías because there's no suspension that's necessary. Right? We're cool with ostarine. I thought it's not influential to the outcome of a fight. That's what you told me. Didn't Showbiz say that? It wasn't the ostarine, right? Didn't some of these boxing experts and didn't Mike Coppinger say that? Didn't Paulie Malignaggi say, oh, he should have just blocked? But then the same Paulie Malignaggi, when he's sitting beside Chris Algieri discussing his fight with Conor Benn that ended in a knockout, he say, oh, well, you know, we all know he cheated, you champ. Oh, so it depends on who's being cheated. Okay. I thought some of these big content creators told me ostarine doesn't matter, but now they're telling me that Subriel Matías should be kicked out of the sport. I'm pro Subriel Matías, man. If Ryan Garcia could come back and get a gosh dang WBC title fight, I'm pro Subriel Matías, man. Shout out to Subriel Matías, man. Keep cheating them bitches. Keep popping dirty. You know what I'm saying? Keep popping the ostarine and the gosh dang and the ashwagandha. My bad, the ashwagandha. Keep popping the ashwagandha like Skittles, because that's where it came from. Ryan Garcia, right? It's ashwagandha. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, get the creatine popping. Keep sniffing that booger sugar. You know what I'm saying? Cut them lines up. Cut them coke lines up. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the credit card. Just don't use it. But I give you the credit card. Go ahead, chop that coke up. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead, snort the cocaine. Pop the ashwagandha. Go ahead, eat the scrambled eggs like Conor Benn. Go ahead and take the nandrolone. Take the ostarine. Take the creatine. Take everything, bro. Take the excessive amount of testosterone. Take whatever, bro. Get the syringes. Hey, get all that. Fuck it. Why not? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. That's what I thought they told me, man. Al Booger in the building. I thought they told me it doesn't matter, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now we protected Dalton Smith and we feeling bad preemptively for Dalton Smith. We feeling bad that Dalton Smith could have got cheated by somebody on Austria. Bro, I see people say that they feel bad for Dalton Smith because he could have been a victim. He could have been? He could have been. Not that he was. Not that he is. You feel me, Tay? They're feeling bad that Dalton Smith could have been a victim. Let me say that again. They feeling bad, showing sympathy that Dalton. I just heard a interview this morning with Eddie Hearn. Said, oh yeah, we should feel bad for Dalton Smith because he's upset because he could have been cheated. What you mean he could have been cheated? By the same guy? Using the same substance that cheated Devin Haney? You talking about ostarine? No, ostarine doesn't matter. You're feeling bad for the guy that could have been cheated, but you don't feel bad for the person who was cheated. using the same substance. Oh, by the way, Ryan Garcia was on Osterine, just like Subriel Matías, allegedly, and he was overweight. So we don't care about a guy weight bullying and being on PEDs. What do you think that does? You don't think that significantly magnifies it, multiplies it? You don't think so? The man cheated and he was overweight because he's a habitual weight bully, right? Oh, but we feel bad for him because Tank put a rehydration clause on him. He was a 135-pounder and he fought a fight and they allowed him to come in at 136. I think they did him a favor because before Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia never fought above 135. His fight against Emmanuel Tagoe was at a catch weight, and he claims it wasn't because of him. He did it for his opponent. So he was a lightweight, still ranked at lightweight, but he fought at a catch weight, right? And then he fought, what's his name? Javier Fortuna at another catch weight that he claims wasn't for him. Go back and read it. It's documented. It wasn't for him. It was for his opponent because he could make 135. This is out of Ryan Garcia's mouth. Ty, correct me if I'm wrong. Mr. Grandy, correct me if I'm wrong. So prior to Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia never officially fought above 135. But we said that, oh, he was drained. He had a rehydration clause. And then he moves up to 140. Subsequently, in his very next fight, he fights who? Oscar Duarte. And what does he do, chat? He misses weight. And Oscar Duarte accuses him of being on PEDs, right? Documented. Go look it up. And then his very next fight, he fights at 140 against Devin Haney. He misses weight again. That's consecutively. He misses weight again. And then guess what he does? He's audacious enough to actually fail a test to prove the allegations that Oscar Duarte, his previous opponent, made against him were true. Yeah, you can't make this up, bro. And that same guy is now getting a title shot after losing to Rolly Romero with the WBC. The same WBC that suspended him for using racial slurs. Yeah, saying things like F Muslims and F blacks and I want to resurrect a man in George Floyd who was killed by police brutality, not to save him, but I want to resurrect him to kill him again. That's what he said and got banned by the WBC and President Mauricio Solomon. But his very next fight after being suspended by the WBC and President Mauricio Solomon results in him getting a title shot with the WBC and President Mauricio Solomon. Bro, I couldn't write this shit. Bro, hey, Stan Lee with Marvel couldn't write this shit. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. Akira Toriyama, the writer for Dragon Ball, couldn't write this shit. Rest in peace to Akira Toriyama. I don't know why I keep referencing dead writers and stuff. My bad. Ryan Coogler, for the writer of the creator of Sinners and gosh dang Black Panther and all the other movies that he directed and wrote and stuff like that. He couldn't make this up. This is a movie, bro. It's a movie, bro. We gotta make a movie first. Paint your dreads red like Lil Uzi, Vert. You feel me? This is crazy, bro. I can't make this up, bro. I can't make this up, man. Shout out to Mr. Grant. He said they should have PED Olympics too. They have the enhanced games coming up in I believe May. Is it in May or is it June? Anyway, it's the summer of 2026. The enhanced games are coming up, but boxing is not going to be included. But I think they should. I agree with you. The inaugural boxing match should indeed be a three-way matchup between Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn, and Subriel Matías. Why not? Why not? You can use all the Osterine, all the Nandrolone. Use all that stuff, man. Eat all the eggs you want, man. Pop all the ashwagandha. Devin Haney's little brother could dream all he wants because that's what he blamed it on, right? Remember he blamed it on the toothpaste? You know, you can use all the toothpaste, Ryan. You know, he blamed it on what else he blamed it on? The ashwagandha. You can use all the ashwagandha root and you want. And then he also blamed it on Devin Haney's little brother's dream. Devin Haney's little brother couldn't dream enough. There ain't enough dreams in the world to put a PED in your system. The freaky, what type of inception bullshit y'all on, man? Come on, man. Don't get me started, bro. Come on, bro. What are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? What are we doing, man? That's crazy, bro. But Tia should have stayed with PBC. Look at him now. Shout out to Seth from Pet. Shout out to my brother Al Booger, man. He said the alphabet organizations are making the belts not matter with their non-stop bull jive. They bull jiving, bro. They bull jiving, man. They bull jiving, man. And it's crazy. Like, that's one thing I will say, though. As I said all that to say, I don't blame Ryan Garcia for getting a title shot. No. You get whatever you can. So you could say, oh, he doesn't deserve it. I would not take that angle because I'm very consistent, man. Ryan Garcia apparently deserves it because a fighter cannot make up a title shot. he could want a title shot. He or she could want a title shot as much as they want. If the sanctioning bodies or the powers that be, the authoritative entities don't approve it or order it or call it, you can't get a title shot without their clearance. So if he's getting a title shot, it's not his fault. If you could look past it being a shitty person, him being a shitty person is his fault. But him being rewarded for being a shitty person is not his fault. That's Mauricio Solomon and WBC's fault. So I can't say he doesn't deserve it, because according to them, that he deserves it. It's just we look at the fighters, and because they're the face that we could attach our anger or approval on. So that's why we go there with it. You know what I'm saying? We be like, oh, this fighter doesn't deserve this, or oh, this fighter should have got this, or nah, bro, they got what they deserve. You people mad at Fabio Worley? It's not Fabio Worley's fault that the WBO President Gustavo Oliveira gave him the belt after Usyk vacated. It's not his fault. It's not his fault, bro. Like, what are we doing? It wasn't Daniel Dubois' fault that Usyk vacated the IBF belt and he was elevated as an IBF champ. It's not his fault. That's the IBF and President Daryl Peoples' decision. It's not David Benavidez' fault that the WBC and President Mauricio Solomon decided to strip Dimitri Bivol and give him the WBC belt for the light heavyweight division. It's not his fault. It is what it is, man. We got to elevate our fucking thinking, man. Excuse me for my language. We got to elevate our thinking, man. We can't be so surface level like the rest of these groupies out here. That's not the type of channel we building over here, man. We build real boxing talk. You know what I'm talking about? All that joke is a whole bunch of jealousy and outrage. Bitches mad because somebody didn't give them an interview when they wanted it, so now they tearing down their entire existence because somebody didn't have time to come on their platform and they feel like they deserve it. You know, so now they have a personal vendetta against them, so nothing they could do is right and everything that they do is wrong, regardless if it's right. And that's crazy, bro. We not building that type of platform, man. We talk real boxing around here, man. It's not Rolly Romero's fault that WBA and President Gilberto Mendoza tried to spoon feed Ryan Garcia a WBA interim belt, and then Rolly Romero upset the apple cart, and now he's an elevated champ. But you want to say, oh, he's a weak champ. He don't deserve to be a 3-division champ. What you mean he doesn't deserve it? He absolutely deserves it. That's why he has it. It's not the fighter's fault. You know what I'm saying? As much as I talk about Nia Inoue getting away with not fighting MJ Madaliev, you know me, I always blame the WBA, President Gilberto Mendoza, for not putting their foot down and forcing MJ Madaliev's mandatory like he's been calling for. And then they finally did, and Nia Inoue put the beats on him. You know what I'm talking about? But no, bro, we got to call that stuff out, man. You could get mad and say that Cinnamon is ducking David Benavidez, but David Benavidez was going through the WBC. And once again, the WBC never called for the mandatory. They never forced it. You know how I know? Because Canelo was never stripped of the WBC belt. Because if you don't fight a mandatory, hence the word mandatory, meaning it's mandated, meaning it's obligatory, you are obligated to fulfill your mandatory as a champ. That's part of the criteria and your obligations as a champ to fulfill your mandatory. If the sanctioning body doesn't call it, then what can you do? I mean, you could fight it if you want to. I mean, he's a face of boxing. I'm not saying Canelo couldn't have fought him. He could do and not do whatever he wants. He's a face of boxing. But don't make it seem like, oh, he was ordered to fight Benavidez and he just didn't do it. No, he would have been stripped. So let's see what the truth is. Because he wasn't stripped, that means that the WBC didn't force him to fight David Benavidez. But you know who they did force? They tried to force Dimitri Bivol to fight Benavidez. And when Bivol did it, Bivol was injured. His neck and his back was messed up. The man couldn't even walk. But you know what the WBC did? They didn't say, oh, we'll give you an exemption for your injury. They stripped him immediately to give the belt to who? David Benavidez. So let me put it in layman's terms. They urgently stripped Dimitri Bivol in favor of David Benavidez to elevate him. But they never stripped Cinnamon because Cinnamon didn't fight Benavidez. So why did they move with such sense of urgency when it came to Canelo if Dave Benavidez was actually the mandatory? So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you could get mad. It's easy to get mad at the fighters, but it's harder to try to put in your due diligence. But don't worry. Come over here. I got you. Mr. Grady said, not to mention PEDs and convenient tinkering. Come on now. Boxing is a joke, man. It's a joke, bro. I love the sport. I love the sport because of the fighters out. They put their lives on the line. They brand on the line, the reputation. They put the time into it. It's just a fun sport to watch, but the politics with it is trash. The administrative bodies are trash. You know what I'm saying? Administratively, boxing is trash. Boxing is arguably the worst sport, administratively speaking. Not from a participant standpoint, not from a whatever. But just from a administrative standpoint, boxing is trash. They have no integrity. Shout out to Ty. He says the WBC are the same people that blocked EJ, come on now, for coming off of a loss and inactivity, but cleared for Fedora, Cordina, and Garcia to be eligible to fight for their belt despite the rankings.
Yeah.
It's a fact, bro. Spinals. And Mr. Greg, that's a fact, Ty. Mr. Greg, he said spinal. Yeah, he had that Tyson spinal. He had that spinal injury, bro, and they stripped him anyway. At least, you know, like I said, man, I'm not trying to. I know I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I'm about to. The IBF, you can say whatever you want about the IBF, but the IBF, I'm not saying they do everything right, because sometimes they call mandatories when I feel like, okay, you can apply a little bit of common sense, man. Like let the rematch go for undisputed, like Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Like I feel like they didn't have to strip Usyk. They could have let the rematch be for undisputed again. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the point is that President Daryl Peoples and the IBF, in my personal opinion, and I think that'd be the opinion of anybody who really pays attention to how the sanctioning bodies move, the IBF probably moves with the most integrity, and they do so with the most respect to the fighters. It's not based on popularity. That's why Karen Chukazan had his shot at Jaron Butsinis. Nobody knew who Karen was. He's an unknown, relatively unknown Ukrainian fighter. He still got his title shot. Cody Crowley before him. I mean, before he was, I don't want to be too hard on him, but I think he was kind of scared. But he did say it was an eye injury that didn't recover, whatever. Cody Crowley, nobody really knew him. He had his title shot against Jaron Butsinis because they actually go through the rankings and go through merit. Just like Ardreau Holmes and Erickson Lubin. They fought to get a title shot against Bakram Murtazaliev. Erickson Lubin just changed his mind after he beat Ardreau Holmes and went the Virgil Ortiz route for the bigger money. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame him, but I'm just saying that's what happened. But they would have got a shot at Bakram Murtazaliev, whether you know them or not. So when you see Pacquiao come out of retirement, and you know I love the legendary Pacquiao, but when you see the legendary Pacquiao come out of retirement after a 4-year hiatus and suddenly get ranked highly, you notice that it's not ranked highly in the IBF. It might be ranked highly in the WBC or the WBA, maybe even the WBO, but it wasn't the IBF. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes the IBF be wilding, because I don't know how Conor Benton was ranked highly in the IBF. I think at 154, he didn't have man fight. Or was it 154? IBF ranked him somewhere. I don't remember if it was 154 or 147 they ranked him high. It might have been 147. But if you also know that, you know, he was thinking about going to 147 too. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fully commit because I was during the time about the Chris Eubank. So what I'm saying is none of them are perfect. And some of them be moving a little shaky too. All of them got a little shade to them, but some got a lot more shade than others. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Thomas. He said, not everything, but they have less favorable friendships and business dealings with a promotional company. Yes, exactly. Than some of their contemporaries. That's exactly what I'm saying. Shout out to Thomas. I'm going to read that again. Basically summed up what I said in a nutshell. I appreciate that. He said, not everything they do is fair, but they have less favorable friendships and business dealings with a promotional company or companies than some of their contemporaries. That's a fact. So IBF, I'm not saying that they're perfect. No, none of us perfect, but you know, they have a little bit less suspicious movements than others. Shout out to Ty. He says, with that, you can't be mad at mandatory saying I'm not stepping aside. Come on now, or accepting any compensation. I want my shot. Facts. Shout out to my brother Ty, man. Shout out to my brother Ty. That's a fact right there. My brother preaching. Hold on. He says, with that, you can't be mad at mandatories.
Yeah.
Saying I'm not stepping aside.
Yeah.
Or accepting any compensation.
Yeah.
I want my shot. You good gosh dang right. I want my shot. Look at what's buddy name? Look at Shakram Giyashov. He has to go through hell to high water to get his title shot. They were trying to make him take step aside money again. Emphasis on the make him. He wants to get a title shot against Rolly or whoever it is. Right? It's Rolly right now. Before it was Jaron Butsinis. He took step aside when he was a mandatory for Montes Stanionis. He took step aside, and then he took Rolly Romero got elevated because Boots moved up right after beating Stanionis, the former Lithuanian champion, the American undefeated Jaron Butsinis champion, former unified, former lineal Ring Magazine champion. He moved up, so vacated the belt. Now Shakram Giyashov is a mandatory for Rolly, but who are they trying to make Rolly fight? Say it with me. Manny Pacquiao for back-to-back title shots after having a draw with Mario Barrios. Crazy. It's crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Shout out to Top. He said, no one thing, entity, or person is perfect. Amen. Shout out to Mr. Grady. He said, was Usyk stripped or did he abolish one of his belts to Worthy? Oh, no, he wasn't stripped. He vacated. Yeah, he abolished it himself. He vacated. I don't blame him. I mean, he did everything, you know. So he vacated. So some people saying he's ducking. I don't think he ducked Worthy. But I mean, hey, I'm not mad at anybody who thinks so. You know, as long as you're consistent with your thought process, I'm not really mad at you, because there's some people who would do the same thing and they will say that he's ducking, right? So some people out there thinking he's ducking Worthy. I don't think he's ducking Worthy, but I think he's just doesn't want the burden of paying a sanctioning body, and then also have the burden of somebody, excuse me, telling him who he has to fight at this point of his career. That's how I see it. But I mean, if somebody says he's ducking, hey, to each his own. I don't think so, but some people might think that. Speaking of Worthy, man, I was listening to, I believe it was Talk Sport. I know Simon Jordan's pretty controversial, but I like him, man. He's funny. I don't agree with all his takes now, but he's funny though. But he was saying that no, not him. It wasn't him. I was listening to Talk Sport, and then I read an article. Sorry, it wasn't Simon Jordan. I read an article shortly after saying that because, you know, Daniel Dubois was supposed to fight Frank Sanchez in the IBF, but he abandoned that route to go to the WBO, seemingly because, you know, Worthy is where? Queensberry. Dubois is where? Queensberry, right? So he seemingly is. It would seem as if that he would have a fairly direct shot at the title for Worthy, right? I mean, probably him and Moses Atama, but Daniel Dubois is available now, so he'll probably get lined up next because he doesn't have anything on the horizon. He had Frank Sanchez, but since he gave that up, he's open, right? Fabio Worthy's open too. Moses Atama is another guy who they're saying could fight for the WBO, but Moses Atama is getting ready to fight Jermaine Franklin, so he's occupied. So Daniel Dubois seemingly abandoned the IBF route to go the WBO route. I'm not mad at it. But what I am mad at, I'm not mad at it, but I just thought it was funny. Does anybody believe that Fabio Worthy's a better boxer than Daniel Dubois? Because I read this article on Boxing News, and this guy or a girl, I don't know, the writer, you know, said that Worthy is better in every category than Dubois. What? I just thought that was odd. I don't think so. Does anybody think that? I don't think so either. That doesn't mean that I don't think Fabio Worthy could beat Dubois, but outside of power, what is better? Maybe it's durability. Maybe I would say probably durability and power are probably his advantages. But Daniel Dubois has power as well. But I would say one shot power maybe favor Worthy. But everything else and durability, he takes big shots. And of course, you know, Dubois has he got stopped by Usyk his last fight. He got wobbled by AJ before he stopped him, and then of course he has the stigma of being a quitter because his orbital bone was literally broken against Joe Joyce. So I guess you could say durability, because I haven't really seen Fabio Worthy. I seen Fabio Worthy hit with a good shot. I never really seen him like wobbled. I seen him rocked. I never really seen him wobbled. So, and that might be a bad thing too, man, because he might be one of those guys that he could just keep getting hit, and then he might pay for that shit later on, man. Hopefully not, but you know, you can't take so much punishment. I think Joe Joyce is one of those too. He just gets hit a lot, man. You get hit too much, bro. You could take a punch, man. At some point, it might be better for you to just get cracked and go to sleep, because you just can't keep getting punched on, man. That's repetitive and redundant. Brain trauma, bro. She smoking. I said she smoking penis. It's crazy. Hey yo.
No, did he?
Yeah, we gonna pause that. That was wild. He smoking penis. It's crazy. Yeah, I can agree with Mr. Grady. What Mr. Grady said. Worthy has a better heart. Yeah, probably. Yeah, better heart. Exactly. Hard durability and maybe one shot power. But I'm gonna pull it up to you too, so y'all don't think. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild, man. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. But while I try to find it, speaking of Subriel Matías, man, there's a lot of potential consequences. There's a lot of possible consequences for the Subriel Matías, you know, moving forward. There's a lot of things that could change, like a ripple effect for Subriel Matías testing dirty, and that could be felt in other fights, particularly another fight that's coming up that people aren't talking about. I think I've seen one person talk about it or like speak on it on Twitter or something. But is that the Pitbull fight versus Roach fight, right? Pitbull has Esau Pitbull Cruz has the WBC intern belt, right? Subriel Matías has the full belt, right? So I can't find this article now. If Subriel Matías gets stripped, then naturally, right, the interim champion and Islam Pitbull Cruz could get subsequently elevated. And this fight with Lamont Roach could have just gotten even bigger from a title standpoint, right? And that's just one possible outcome. It could be for the full belt. Or another possible outcome is that Alberto Puello, who felt that he was the rightful winner of Subriel Matías, he could, and you know, he did petition to have an immediate rematch with Subriel Matías because that fight was very controversial. If I remember right, I scored it for Alberto Puello, excuse me. But I didn't think it was a robbery. I thought it was a close fight, could have went either way. But I believe I scored it. Yeah, I scored it for Alberto Puello. But Alberto Puello and Team Puello, they went, the Dominican former champion, they went in a petition against the WBC, but the WBC President Mauricio Solomon said, nah, we're not going to give you the immediate rematch because Dalton Smith deserves a title opportunity, which I'm cool with, right? But now, the way things are unfolding, Subriel Matías could potentially get stripped depending on the full investigation, the outcome of the investigation with the PEDs and particularly Ostarine. Alberto Puello could replace Subriel Matías, and then now Alberto Puello could replace Matías, and Dalton Smith and Puello could be fighting for a vacant WBC title. So there's a lot of possible ramifications of this, man. And I don't know. I don't know which one I prefer, to be honest. Because on one hand, I would prefer for Roach and Islam Pitbull Cruz to be for a full belt. And I'm not saying that because I want Roach to be a belt holder or Pitbull to be a belt holder. I'm just saying it makes sense. I mean, what's the point of having an interim title holder if you're not going to replace the interim belt holder as a full belt holder when the full belt holder is ineligible? I thought that was the whole point. It's like having a vice president and then the president is unable to fulfill his duty and then we give it to the attorney general. You know what I'm saying? Or we go to somebody else besides the vice president. That's why he's there or she's there. You feel me? So the interim champion is there because if something happens to the full champion before they get a title shot, then the interim champion gets the full belt, right? So to me, that makes the most logical sense. But I don't know what they're gonna do. I wouldn't be mad because Puello was a belt holder and there was a close match, and they said that they would give him an opportunity to get a rematch or another opportunity at the belt. So that makes sense too in this circumstance. I don't know. It's just very interesting to me. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't really know which way I consider. I mean, I consider the interim belt holder being elevated as the right thing to do, but I don't know if it's still the right thing to do. Like, it might be the right thing to do from a procedural standpoint, but is it the right thing to do from I don't know. From a logic. I don't say logic. From a I don't know. Like a competitive standpoint, is it the right thing to do, I guess. For your listening pleasure, we are now on Spotify under Dr. Boxing Talk. The same thing on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, everything. Dr. Boxing Talk. Like, man, from a competitive... Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Like, is it the right thing to do from a competitive standpoint? I don't know. I don't know what the right moves to do is. But I would say that I'd be cool with either one, but I think the one that makes the most sense would be the interim belt holder being elevated. In my personal opinion. But I don't really care, to be honest. Because, you know, PEDs don't matter, so. But yeah, man, that's all I really had for as far as a solo thing. You know what I'm saying? So anybody want to call in, the lines are open now for people to call in. I'm still trying to find this article so you can see where I'm talking about, what I'm talking about with Fabio Wardley. I just thought, I was like, dang. They said that Wardley is a better boxer? That's interesting. I said, huh? Here it is right here. Here it is. I found it. You know your boy gonna find it now. Says, Dubois swerves a Sanchez nightmare, aims straight at Wardley's WBO throne in a risk-free power play. So I don't really understand. I mean, I guess he's saying risk-free because you get a title shot, but how can you say it's a risk-free power play if you're saying that Wardley is better in every aspect of boxing? But I guess he's saying because Sanchez wasn't a belt, he'll have to beat Sanchez to get a title shot if you went through the IBF, which I guess, so you don't have to take a risky shot in between in the interim. But you just get a straightaway title. But this guy says Wardley becomes a target. It says it's predictable. It's a predictable move by Dubois as he can now potentially challenge Fabio Wardley for his WBO title in Queensberry in-house fight without the need of a risky title eliminator. On paper, Wardley will be too much in terms for Dubois in terms of his complete game. On paper, Wardley will be too much for Dubois in terms of his complete game. He punches hard, throws combinations, has a strong chin. In every area, Wardley is superior to Dubois. What? Oh, bro. Sometimes I don't think people... This, you know what's so crazy to me? Just before Wardley beat Joseph Parker, Wardley was considered what they call a blue-collar fighter. Meaning, it's basically a nice way of saying that he doesn't have any background experience. He doesn't have the best fundamentals. He's just a tough guy. Now, all of a sudden, in one fight, he's better in every area than a former champion, Daniel Dubois. Like I said, I maintain. I think he has a better one-shot power. But Dubois strong too, but I think Wardley has better one-shot power. I think Wardley could probably take a punch better than Dubois. Other than that, I think Dubois is better in every other aspect. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm lost. So I don't know what they be talking about. I mean, people just be freestyling.
We are now on Spotify under Dr. Boxing Talk. The same thing on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, everything. Dr. Boxing Talk, man. Come rock with us. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, complete is crazy, Ty. He's a complete fighter now. Before he's a blue-collar fighter, now he's a complete fighter. It's crazy. Shout out to B-Dog. He said, nah, that's kind of crazy. Very crazy. It's very crazy. I don't, like, sometimes I really, like, I just keep getting reminded that I think I give people too much credit, man. I think I give people too much credit to actually know what they're talking about. You don't have to know what you're talking about to do something. You don't have to be knowledgeable in the air. Bro, and I mean, we see it with the president of the United States. I'm not, whether you are pro-Trump or anti-Trump, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pro. I don't rock with Trump at all. You feel me? But I am pro-America, so I hope he does good, but he hasn't been doing good. You know what I'm saying? I definitely didn't vote for him, and I've never voted for him. It don't matter if it was that term, this term, the other term. It don't matter. I never voted for Trump. But anyway, and I always vote. You know, since I was eligible. I'm a God-fearing, red-blooded, presidential voting American. You know what I'm talking about? God-fearing. You know what I'm talking about? Emphasis on the God-fearing. You know what I'm talking about? Law-abiding citizen too. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, that's not the point. The point, what I'm saying is that you don't need experience or background or even be an expert in the field of whatever you want to do, right? Say what you want about Trump, whether you like him or not, you cannot deny that he does not have a history of public service, right? In fact, I believe he's the first, I don't know, I'm not going way back to gosh dang George Washington days, but I think he's the first president to not have a background in public service. He wasn't a mayor, a governor, or a gosh dang superintendent. He wasn't attorney general. He wasn't nothing. He wasn't a senator or a gosh dang cabinet. He wasn't part of the cabinet. He wasn't part of, you feel me? Not a House of Representatives, nothing. He wasn't nothing. He wasn't a judge or nothing. He probably skipped jury duty. You know what I'm talking about? But he's the president of the United States. So I'm saying that to say that sometimes I think that I'm kind of more of a traditional mindset. I'm more of a traditional mindset. And that's not good, you know what I'm saying, for the times we live in, because you don't have to necessarily be part of the culture of something to actually do something. I mean, look how many TikTok dances where the biggest person that's most known for the TikTok dance ain't even the creator of the gosh dang dances they're doing. They're just the they're just the appropriator of it, or they're the gosh dang or misappropriator of it, or they're just the person that stole it. You see what I'm saying? And they, you know, so that's going. I went from all the way to politics, something important in politics. I went all the way down to something as whimsical and inconsequential as a TikTok dance. But I'm just saying, you see it in all walks of life. So maybe sometimes when I read these boxing articles, I actually expect them to know what they're talking about a little bit. But to call Wardley a complete fighter is absolutely asinine. That's crazy, bro. Fabio Wardley's a complete fighter. No, he's a good fighter. I won't say that. I'm not saying he's not a great fighter. You know, he's a champion. I'll even say he's a great fighter, but he's not a complete fighter. Joseph Parker, the guy he beat, was more complete with the cocaine. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? But he's more complete than him. But when you're a champion, then, you know, people are just saying, I think they just saw that Fabio Wardley is a champion now, so all of a sudden he must be a complete fighter. No, that's not how it works, bro. He's not a complete fighter. In fact, there's I'm trying to think of a complete fighter in the heavyweight division. Who's a complete fighter besides Usyk? Who's really a complete fighter? Yeah, I'd say in the heavyweight division right now, I consider Tyson Fury, but even Tyson Fury, he doesn't really have power like that, so he's not really a complete fighter. It's not a bad thing to not be a complete fighter, but when you say that, you got to be accurate, bro. Is Worthy known for his footwork? If he's not, then he's not complete. Is he known for a great jab? If he's not, then he's not complete. Is he known for his movement? If he's not, then he's not complete. Is he known for his defense? That doesn't mean defense is not just being able to take a punch. It's to catch a punch, evade a punch, time a punch, anticipate a punch, avoid a punch. If he's not known for his great defense, then he's not a complete fighter. You can still be a good fighter despite having holes in your game, but you're not. That's like saying Deontay Wilder. What's the difference between Deontay Wilder and Fabio Worthy? You know him for his power. I mean, I think there's a difference there, but you got to be, you know what I'm saying, study the intricacies of boxing and stuff. I think there is a difference between Deontay Wilder and Fabio Worthy, but what I'm saying is they basically accomplish the same thing. They're looking for the big shot. And they trashed Deontay Wilder for that, right? They trashed Deontay Wilder when he has a performance like Fabio Worthy had against Justice Hooney. Instead of them saying, oh, Fabio Worthy's a complete fighter and he caught Justice Hooney because he stayed in there, they would say, oh, when Deontay Wilder caught Lewis King Kong Ortiz, they say, oh, he was getting taken advantage of. He was getting exposed because he was getting outboxed until his one punch saved him. They would say he's trash.
Know your fucking place, trash.
But all of a sudden, Fabio Worthy is a complete fighter. Bro, you can't make this up, dog. You can't make this up, dog. And I think Deontay Wilder is more complete than Fabio Worthy because offensively, because he's more athletic. I would say that well, Deontay Wilder used to be able to take a punch too now until Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying, until around that time. But he's not, his durability is not too bad. It became bad. But Lewis King Kong Ortiz was kind of tapping him up a little bit, you know. But I would say Fabio Worthy has a better chin, though. I would say that. Nobody. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Ty. Pugilist says Trump knows boxing. He might know boxing. I don't know about some other stuff. Let me pull up my brother Ty. I got my brother Ty in the background. Birdman Jr. in the building. Big member in the building. B-Dog said, we still in the first year of his new term. Buckle up. Hey, yes, that's a fact. And so it's going to be a long ride, man. It's going to be a long ride, man. Like I said, man, I hope he does well, because if he does well, then we like to think that America would be doing well, right? Because if the person that's in the Oval Office is doing well, then naturally you would think that his constituents would be doing well and the people that he represents. But with this administration, that's not really the case, is it? You know, so I don't know, man. But yeah, just shout out to all our black, brown, and white folks, man, and everything in between, man. We are one people, man. We are all Americans, bro. So if my black brothers or my brown brothers or my white brothers and sisters, if they're not doing good, then how could we be doing good as a whole? Not saying obviously not every individual person, but as a whole, man, we shouldn't have some people out there feeling like they're being preyed upon. You know what I'm talking about? Some people are new to this. hey, some of these complexions, you know, they're new to being the ones that are preyed upon. If you know what I'm talking about. Some of us been being preyed upon for a long time. Yeah. And still getting preyed upon. But at the same time, if you're feeling like you are unceremoniously and unfairly preyed upon, then the nation can't be doing good. That should be that's just common sense, man. You feel me? If the tribe's not doing good, it don't matter if the chief's doing good. The chief's not doing good. You feel me? That's how it's supposed to be. If the chief's doing good, the tribe should be doing good. That goes from the highest to the lowest. Yeah, man. You feel me, B-Dog? Shout out to my brother Bodega Ty in the building, a.k.a. DBT Champ in the building, a.k.a. Mr. I ain't gonna eat no IHOP in the building, a.k.a. Mr. Well Actually in the building. My brother Ty, man. What's good, brethren? Appreciate you joining, man.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
Just left the gym.
That's what I'm talking about.
Seen some shit.
Oh, yeah? Boxing gym?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. What happened,
I
bro?
think somebody might be in trouble.
In trouble. December trouble or upcoming December? December 6th?
I'm talking about that Mexican kid more tired.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. We talking about January trouble at the top of the year? Oh, man. You going to spoil this 2026 early? Oh, no. Oh, no. Andy Cruz putting in that work, huh?
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. Maybe I'm a fool, but I think it's gonna be a great fight, bro. I'm looking forward to that, man. I think it's gonna be a great fight. But I do have Andy though. I'm leaning towards Andy for sure. But I think that's gonna be a great fight, man. Murataya don't let me down because I feel like Andy Cruz ain't gonna let me down. But Murataya, man, a little shaky sometimes. You know, Tim Farmer's a little shaky. You know, Tim Farmer, a good fighter, but that was a little shaky performance. Zaur Abduliev, that was okay. It was good enough to win for sure, but when nothing, I was like, oh yeah, that was spectacular. So he has another shaky one in there too. I gotta think. I can't remember right now, but yeah, man, talk to me, bro. How you feeling about this Subriel Matías, man? I want to hear. I just want to be quiet and just listen, man. I want to hear other people's opinion. You know, I got a strong opinion about that shit. As far as the Austrian and people's inconsistencies, man, I just think it's just terrible for the sport. But how you feel about that, man? Subriel Matías, people making a big deal about the Austrian.
I need Juan Durango and the rest of Subriel Matias' team to get that B sample put in ASAP.
Mm.
The longer you wait, the higher chance of probability of it being inconclusive. You do not want an inconclusive one. You killed somebody in the ring.
Facts.
You're known for your devastating power.
Facts.
And now you got this on your name.
Facts.
So, what's it going to be? Because the longer you sit here and wait to get that shit put in, I'm looking at you like, how many want to get? You cheated. Matter of fact, I don't want him around nobody.
How much you?
Because you've already shown what you can do in the ring. It would be just as bad as, like, I don't want to put this on him. Brian Norman Jr. popping dirty after what we seen him do to Jim Sasaki.
Facts.
They try to lock that man up.
Facts. And he should be. I wouldn't even. Only reason why I would object because of the inconsistencies of people's disregard or regard for the sport. For the PEDs, depending on who it is. Absolutely, bro. If somebody said I'm locking up Matías, cool. As long as they lock up Brian Garcia too. As long as they, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that, bro. Suspend them all. Hell yeah. I'm with you on that 1,000%.
Now we gotta sit here and be like, all right. So why is this happening? This is your first time using VODA. Now we gotta go look at what we got for you on a record. Where have you been tested? You gotta scrutinize some other fights like they did over in the guy they did in Europe. They started pulling them receipts.
Yes, sir. Was it
Imam
or somebody else? Imam Katayev or somebody else?
No. Was it Perfekin?
Alexander Perfekin. Yep. Pull all them receipts. Yep. Get them up out of there, man.
They started forcing these commissions from other states, other countries to communicate and submit their stuff. They reviewed all that and was like, "Oh, this dude been on this shit. Let's go get this hair sample."
Yep.
That's why I look at the Ryan Garcia shit. Like the hair sample shit, he said was cap.
Big cap. Big cap.
You just don't submit that to your independent doctor or just take your own sample and mail it out to a motherfucker. No, that's something they do right there in the lab.
It's crazy, bro. Sad, man.
Yeah. I feel bad for Puello though. He's in a bad position because the order of operations and because he ain't got no money behind him, he ain't in line. WC gonna look at Cruz Roach.
Yep.
Whoever that is, winner that be the champion. They'll probably name Isak champion going in. Let them scrap for it. And most likely Andy Dalton. Or whatever his name, Dalton Smith.
Dalton Smith. Hey, you gonna call it Andy Dalton from now on, bro?
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
Oh, Andy Dalton head ass. We don't know him like that. No, I like that, bro. We gonna call. I hope I remember that. We gonna call his ass Andy Dalton, man, until he win a significant fight, man. Yeah, Andy Dalton, your bum ass. Go ahead, bro. My fault.
My Dominican brother, he asked out because who gonna pay to push him up there the ladder to get him over Andy Dalton?
Right. Andy Dalton head ass.
Cincinnati Bengal head ass.
Oh, you feel me? That's exactly who that is. Yep, the quarterback. Yeah, or back there. Cincinnati Bengals, man. Like a tiger. Abdullah Lil Young shot the pillow. He said, Pujols says Orion and Matias fight each other, all the consequences considered, and if they agree, a system of punishment fights for all fighters who tested positive. Let them fight each other as a correction. I mean, I'm not against it, man. I just don't like the hypocrisy, man. I don't like I said, I don't like the targeting, man. I don't think we should see any memes of Galalia Fight. I'm saying that to be somewhat, I guess, of a I'm stirring the pot, man. I don't like saying devil's advocate. I don't never advocate for the devil, but I'm just saying I'm just trying to bring attention to it. Like, I don't think Galalia Fight should have been made a meme, but what I'm saying is that Devin Haney was made a meme. We gave sympathy to Galalia Fight. Tell me every time you see somebody say, I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show you right now, bro. I'm gonna open up Twitter, bro. I'm telling you, bro. People,
that boy booty still in the air. Pause.
Facts. They say he's still face down, ass up. Come on now, pause. Yeah, we gonna pause that. But that's what they say, bro. I don't want to show you. Like, I be on Twitter, bro. People be thinking I'm a Devin Haney fan. They're not realizing that. It's just because they be so sensitive. If you read what I say, you know, I like Devin. I'm rooting for Devin. Well, I'm rooting for Brian Norman, but I'm saying I want Devin Haney to succeed. If he wins, I'm not mad. You know, but I want to show you what this person said right here, and I'm assuming, and that's a bad thing because, you know, I'm a Gervonta Tank Davis guy. That's if I was to pick one of the contemporaries between Gervonta, Devin, Teofimo, and Shakur, I'm going Tank all day. But I just think, like, this is nonsense, right? Because look at this right here. This was just posted after Subriel Matías. This is yesterday, right? The news broke a couple days ago with Subriel Matías. This person named WBA Youngboy says Devin did not lose to Ryan because of steroids. I maintain that. But then these same people will tell me that Subriel Matías tested positive for the same substance as Ryan Garcia is a problem. You're telling me that you don't care. It doesn't matter. So how can Subriel Matías be held accountable for having Austrian in the system? Who cares? But it's not, and you see, there's a reason why this is Devin did not lose to Ryan. You never see people say this and say Galalia Fight did not lose to Francisco Rodriguez because of steroids. You never see anybody say Chris Algieri did not lose to Carter Ben and he wasn't ever tested positive. You know what I'm saying? Because of steroids. You never, every time you hear somebody disregarding PEDs, it's always a reference to Devin and Ryan. All the time. That's how you know they're disingenuous. And that's being very nice of me to use that word. Because really, I think they pussy. And I think it's very ignorant. Like, if you either care about steroids or you don't. But you can't pick and choose, bro. You can't say, oh, well, Osharine doesn't matter with Ryan Garcia. Oh, but no, we want Subriel Matías suspended because of what he could have did to somebody. Subriel Matías didn't test positive for Osharine against Alberto Puello. We might retroactively apply it to them. And I think we should. I think it's fair. Like I said, when Antonio Margarito got tested positive, not tested positive, but got caught cheating against Ricochet Mosley, I thought he cheated Miguel Cotto. I thought he cheated Sergio Martinez. I thought he cheated Paul Williams. Any other person he fought, whether he won or lost, because he lost to Paul Williams. He beat Sergio Martinez, but he lost to Paul Williams. Like, people think that cheating means that you're going to win. That's not what it means. Michelle Rivera cheated Frank Martin. Frank Martin still beat him. Cheating doesn't mean that it's going to mean that you won. Joseph Parker still cheated Fabio Worthy. Amir Khan cheated Kell Brook with the same Ostarine. He lost, but he still cheated him. Cheating is not dependent on the result of the fight. Cheating is when you cheat. Bitch, like, that's it. I give an example in the test. You don't fail it. When you get caught cheating on the test, the teacher doesn't say, oh, well, if you pass, we're going to say you cheated. No, you get caught cheating and expelled or whatever the punishment is once they see you that you cheated. It doesn't matter if you failed the test, passed the test, finished the test, didn't finish. As soon as you get caught cheating, you are a cheater. It is what it is. That's how it goes, bro. It's not dependent on if you win. So if you're telling me that Ryan Garcia, the Austrian, doesn't matter, I'm cool with that. Okay. Ryan Garcia's Austrian is not why Devin Haney lost. But then don't tell me that Subriel Matías having Austrian in the system is somehow consequential to the fight. It should be inconsequential. You just told me it doesn't matter. Just Alexander Povetkin shouldn't be banned for 10 years because Austrian was one of the many substances that they found with him, but Austrian was one of them. So he shouldn't be punished for that. We don't care about PEDs. You can't care about PEDs when it's a fighter that you like. That shows bitch assness. And that's like I don't know. I don't even know. Like that's like, I don't even want to say like a little boy or a little girl. That's worse. That's like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. My bad. Ty's supposed to be going in. I don't know that.
Nah, cool. Eat
Oh,
your shit
man.
off.
Yeah, bro. That joke is it's just crazy, bro. You would think I'm the biggest Devin Haney fan, but if you think that, it's just because you don't hear what I'm saying, and you're just a Devin Haney hater. So you just your brain just shuts down and self combusts when I say that Ryan Garcia cheated Devin Haney because you don't like Devin Haney, so you're okay with him losing by any means possible. And I'm a person that I probably believed in Ryan Garcia to beat Devin Haney more than you did, because I put my money on it. But I'm a fan of the sport first. I don't want anybody to be cheated, whether I like them or not. It is what that's how boxing. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't watch basketball because I want to find out LeBron or Steph Curry or Luka or cheating. I want them to win because I think it's dope, and you got to respect the work ethic. Like, it's almost like inspiring. You see what I'm saying? For anybody, not even just athletics, is anything. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's why when you hear about even a politician, you know, for doing the wrong thing or whatever, acquiring funds the wrong way, you make them look at you like, guys, dang, bro, you dirty, bro. Like, I thought you won it off of integrity. Like, you lying. You putting up a facade. So when you cheat, it's the same way. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
I seen two things in the chat. Might have to add something to this.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, so let me see, is that pugilism? No, we do not want to see a PD league. If you want to watch that shit, go watch the UFC. This is boxing. This is sweet science. Now, I do agree with Oster.
My boy Oster in the chat? Okay.
Yeah.
My fault.
We should ban them off rip for 6 months for the A sample.
Off rip. Agreed.
And it should be automatic that we go see the B sample so we can make sure. Right then and there on the spot. Not no wait, give them 14 days to wait stuff. Certain things start to coagulate. Now you got an inconclusive sample. Some people have gotten off with that.
Facts. Coagulation is a real thing.
Hour.
Yep. Shout out to Todd. Coagulation is a real thing. Go ahead. My fault.
Now, the thing I like right there, it gotta be a hefty $1 million fine. You know who should be paying that?
Who?
Promoter.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I think that needs to be done. I think it needs to be done, man, because then you won't have Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn won't be so loud about protecting Conor Benton if he had to come out his pocket. I bet that. Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya would be so loud about protecting Ryan Garcia if he had to come out his pocket. I bet that. You see how he acts when Ryan Garcia tries to go get some money on it, not on his watch. And Ryan Garcia tried to go fight Ampo. He said, Mr. Jackson. He tried to go fight Jake Paul. Mr. Jackson, not unless I get my cut. So you better believe, like, that's exactly what I'm saying. They got a forfeiture. It has to be a forfeiture of their purse or something like that. Maybe a little a fee. And then I think the trainer should have some type of mark on his record, or maybe he can't sit as a head trainer in the corner for X amount of fights. You know what I'm saying? Punishment could come in different forms, man. And then the fighter got to take some time off. Suspension, 2 years, a year. I think that in this case, it's appropriate to be treated as guilty until proven innocent. Because when you have a failed test, that is evidence of you being guilty. So it's not like people are just picking boxers out of a hat and saying you're dirty. No, you have to fail a test. So that is the evidence that you most likely did something wrong. So in that case, you are guilty until proven innocent. My brother Oster in the building. What's good, brethren?
And
Yes, sir.
I'll even propose where that money should go. Because you can see sanctioned bodies sitting there talking about, oh, we'll take that $1 million. No. That shit should go to USADA and VADA.
Hey, I like that.
To be heavily testing these guys. That way, testing would be a little bit more manageable for these fighters. Because promoters, they quick to sit there and say, oh, we're not paying for that.
Yep. Quick.
That's the reason why a lot of these fights ain't got the proper testing. Leaving it on state athletic commissions where, hey, yo, like, send your cousin a peanut cup on Tuesday. Cool. Back. I've seen fighters do this. That's the wild part.
Yeah. Yeah, and to Ty's point, hopefully I don't get in trouble, but you know, I ain't gonna say for who. I done peed in the cup for, you know what I'm saying, for people that I got love for. And then that wasn't for boxing, but it was, you know, for probation. But, no, I know you talking about. No, I know you talking about boxing. I know you talking about boxing, but I'm just saying that stuff like that can be done, and it is done. I done peed in the cup before.
Shit. Somebody's favorite fighter had their baby mama go pee in the cup.
Come on now.
Then turn around and make allegations about him, but we ain't gonna talk about him today.
Come on now.
That's
crazy, bro.
Thing.
Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Was good. Said they asked the drug classes for 6. Shout out to OC said say they asked the drug classes for 6 months. Yes, bro. Let me pull up. You got some more stuff you want to get off, or I can pull up 2 phone.
No.
All right, bet. Pull up this man 2 phone real quick.
Shit, where's the it was only a nickel sack
Come on now.
guys at?
Come on now. That's what I need to hear from.
It was only a nick.
That's what I need to hear from.
Free Davis, you know what I mean? Keyshawn ain't do nothing wrong.
Come on now. It was
You know what
just
I mean? You know he
weed.
got anxiety.
Talk to him.
He didn't even smoke the whole blunt.
He smoked the whole blade. Just one hit. Puff pass,
This
man.
boy out here with the PEDs killing motherfuckers.
Right. Bro, I'm so and like I said, bro, like that should really hit home. It's like the man literally, and I'm not even saying that rest in peace, Maxim Dadashev. I'm not trying to make light of the situation. I'm actually using it as an example to highlight the severity of it. Subriel Matías literally has a body on his boxing record, bro. And now he got caught with PEDs. And you know they don't test for every fight. So I'm not saying that he was on it back then. I'm not saying that he was or was not. But that is something we have to think about. And then look at Alexander Vosnik, who just fought David Benavidez. For those of you unfamiliar with him, he fought a guy named Superman Stevenson, Adonis Superman Stevenson, a Haitian and Canadian former light heavyweight champion. He beat him, and Adonis Stevenson suffered brain damage. Vosnik didn't get tested. He didn't test positive for any PD or anything. It's just the potential outcomes of fight. I mean, look at the guy Anaguchi that just passed away in Japan. Look at the Ernest, I can't remember his name right now, or the Ghanaian fighter just passed away. You know what I'm saying? We've seen deaths from boxing as a result of this pugilistic sport that we love. We've seen deaths in different countries on different continents all over, bro. So the fact that you're cheating, it's like, bruh, that should be taken with the utmost, like we should really address it wholeheartedly. Forget about your allegiances, forget about your loyalties, forget about your likes and dislikes. It should be addressed with a serious intent, to resolve it. You see what I'm saying? And get it out of the sport and make it clean, because we have people that talk about Subriel Matías and what he could have did to Dalton Smith. What about what was done to Devin Haney? Like, we're saying on one hand, oh, this is bad, but on the other hand, we're making fun of another guy for being beat up, and then even saying it doesn't matter. Oh, despite it doesn't matter that he was cheated. It doesn't matter he had Austrian innocence. How do you know? You wouldn't even fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't bust a grape in a food fight. You talking about this guy shouldn't. Come on, bro. And we're talking about a guy who has a history of finding other ways to take advantage of his opponent. This guy always, he's a habitual weight bully. He misses weight habitually. He comes in overweight all the time, bro. And he's on PEDs. And you're saying it doesn't matter. And you're making fun of the guy who got up every time. You're making fun of him and saying his ass is still in the air. The fight didn't even finish with his ass in the air. Yeah. So, but now years later, his ass is still in the air. And Ryan Garcia hasn't won a fight yet. Let me add that part too. But PEDs don't matter though. Let me pull up 2-4 real quick, man. My bad. You want to say something before I pull him up?
That shit Oster said was wild. I'm gonna charge that to him. You know, where can he be doing stuff? He be moving around. That little shaky.
What else? Wait, what else to say? What else to say, bro?
Nah, if I say it out loud to read it, we gonna have to charge him with a no diddy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we gonna let it ride there. Let me pull up 2-4. And then, hey, Oster, I'm gonna pull you up after 2-4. I'm gonna let 2-4 get his time, and then I'll pull you up, Oster. I know you don't mind talking with folks. 2-4 in the building. What's good, brethren? My guy.
Yo.
Appreciate your patience, man. What's popping, man?
Hold on. Let me try to fix this shit.
Take your time.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
What's the word, bro?
Ain't nothing much, man. It's chilling, bro. Just taking in all the hypocrisy, man, of the boxing community and stuff like that, man. You know, I'm seeing same people throwing Devin Haney under the bus, and now the same people are saying that, oh, Subriel Matías is the scum of the earth. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's wild, bro. But hey, it's life though, man.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Wow.
I figured that was low key gonna happen though.
And that's the bad part. The fact that we knew. It's not a surprise.
Cause ain't nobody get on Mungia ass. Ain't nobody get on that Goliath dude ass.
Yep.
And then people got on Devin Haney ass for him getting cheated. So
Come on now.
yeah, like I kind of figured.
Shit crazy, bro. And Mom Katayev went on, like you said, off of suspension, went and fought Dave Morrell. No one said nothing. Munguia, people act like and Bruno Saras once and cheated right in front of our faces after knocking him smooth out. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's wild, man. It's wild, man. Man. What you think about the Canelo, man? You think Canelo should pursue that rematch though?
His ass get it stopped. He go for that rematch.
Don't say that, bro. Come on, bro. My heart, bro. My heart, bro. I almost had a heart attack, bro.
I put in a comment section earlier before I had to leave out.
Oh, my fault, bro. I missed it.
You was talking about memes or some shit like that.
Okay.
And then I was like, Canelo ass gonna be a meme. He do that rematch.
And to a smaller guy too. Oh no, man. Nah, man.
The way Crawford did his ass, and
Yeah.
then they say like they ain't even do everything in the game plan.
Yeah.
I just know he's finna, man. Especially with him knowing that, like, if he would have did a little bit more, he could have stopped Canelo. He probably gonna go for it this time. Like, fuck it, what I got to lose.
I'm with you on that, and I think that, like, in addition to that, I do think, like you said, like the better boxer, you're gonna be more comfortable. I believe that Crawford could have did more. That's what I'm gonna be honest. I thought, like I said, I'm guilty of thinking it might have been more closer than what it actually was, you know. But I do think that I never felt like Canelo could do more, and that's why I thought it was a good fight. And I wasn't mad at Canelo for losing because I felt like he did everything he could. Like he tried different things. I saw him switch it up or whatever. It's just Terence Crawford had to answer. But I feel like Terence Crawford could have done more, and that's scary, bro. He might get stopped. I don't even want to imagine that because I can't imagine my boy should have been getting stopped, bro. But hey.
That shit gonna be bad for Canelo.
I think so too. Man. I'm gonna bring up.
That shit.
What you say? You might need to get.
He might need to get on that shit.
Go holler at them cows, man. Get that clenbuterol. Nah, bro. What you think, Ty?
Eddie.
Yeah.
You need to call up Eddie Reynoso and give him what he gave Jaime Munguia.
Facts.
Bro.
Like bling Eddie Reynoso.
Still not be enough.
You gonna need that Ryan pack, that Munguia pack, that Canelo pack, that Miller pack, Connor Ben pack. Nah, man, chill out, man. Don't do my boy like that now. Don't do my boy like that, bro. I believe he gonna have some. I believe he gonna have something for him, man. I don't think it's gonna be enough though. I don't see my boy getting stopped, man.
Yeah, payday. That's about it. Nothing else.
You want payday? I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I'm protecting him. Don't do it, Canelo. Maybe I'm protecting him, man. I do think it'll be a good fight, you know, but it might not be a good fight for both parties involved, you know. But I think it'll be entertaining, but I don't think you should do it, man. Don't do it, Canelo. If you ain't got to do it, don't do it, brother.
Yeah, because what I think is kind of like funny about this shit is, like, I feel like the fight with him and Bivol was closer, and he didn't go for the rematch in that fight.
You think it was closer?
This Crawford fight that make you like, yeah, I'm gonna go rematch this one. But it's probably because Crawford took his belt and then like he lost to Bivol challenging for Bivol belt.
True. And I probably think too. In addition to that, I think maybe Simmons feel like it might be pride, man. It might be not saying he doesn't have pride when it comes to Bivol too, but I'm saying like he probably felt like he could eventually get back to Bivol, but this one ain't really nothing to say, man. You just gotta go get it back, like, because I think this one reminded him of the Floyd one, man. And you know, he always talk about how he wish he could go back and get the Floyd one back. So I feel like he doesn't want to regret it. But he might need to regret this one, man. Leave that alone. Just go ahead and regret it, because I'll be rooting for Cinnamon again. But man, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one, bro. But this will be Bud's first rematch, though, ain't it? I don't think he had a rematch before.
Yeah, that's what I was finna say. If I'm Bud, I want the 150 million this time.
Yeah.
Because I got other shit I can do. I'm
Yep.
going 160 if not. Bro. Because that shit low key clean to like have 42 fights, no split decision or like
None,
none
bro.
of that shit. All UDs or stoppages.
Yep. No
No
split,
need
no
for a
majority,
rematch.
no need for a rematch, but none of them close. I think Floyd had how many rematches Floyd had? 2? Castillo and Maidana?
Yep. So that shit. If he was to somehow make it to like 50 and over, no rematches, that shit'd be crazy. With the undisputeds and shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Damn.
But I do wish it was kind of like the era where it was like a lot of contemporaries he could have like took out and shit on his way to the top.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. Let me pull up Oster, man. See what Oster got to say.
Yeah, before you pull him up,
Oh, yes, sir.
2-4 reminded me something. Who's the people that Floyd rematched?
Maidana and Castillo, right? I think
Yeah.
that was it. Okay.
According to Oster, right,
Mm-hmm.
Floyd should have been 49-1.
That's crazy.
And he says that first Maidana fight was the one that Floyd lost.
That's crazy.
And then he moonwalked and said that Maidana should have got a draw.
Yeah, Oster trolling.
So me, him, and Clone was in the members only, and I put the fight on the screen and we watched it and scored it.
What he said?
Yo, Maidana made that fight rough, but we scored this joint IRL.
Come on,
We couldn't
bro.
get that man clear 4 rounds.
Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Like sometimes it's because like sometimes we score against the person because of the person. Like you could do better than other people and still not do good enough to win a round, like or beat the guy. So I have no doubt Maidana made it rougher than we're used to seeing, and maybe seeing Floyd have to struggle or figure things out a little bit more than we're accustomed to. But just because he ain't make it look as easy as before, don't mean that he was losing. Yeah, stop it, man. I don't think Floyd lost against Oscar. I don't think Floyd. I think that wasn't as close as people say. Don't get me wrong, it was close, but I don't think it was anything controversial. Like I don't think Oscar won. I don't think Maidana won. Either time. I don't think Castillo won either time. But that's just me though. I don't know.
We need CompuBox to review that fight and adjust the numbers because we'll sit there and watch this man whiff a whole round
Facts.
and tackle Floyd.
I think that's the same shit that had happened with that Terence Crawford and Manjamal fight. Everybody thought it was a little bit closer than what it really was because Terence
Facts.
Crawford was coming off that EJ performance.
Yes, I agree with you. That's another fight that I don't think was as close as everybody thought. But that's just me though.
I low-key was a little bit guilty of that too until I rewatched it. But I do remember kind of like dozing off in those earlier rounds. And I'm like, these niggas just like fainting at each other.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
and I rewatched that shit and I'm like, hell no.
Yep.
But the nigga Sean Porter was saying it the whole time.
What you were saying?
Like when you listen to the commentary, he was saying like Madrimov is doing good, but he's barely give him any of the rounds because Terence Crawford edging him and shit like that.
Right.
He's probably doing better than we expected, but like don't let that fool us and shit.
Right. Shout out to Sean Porter, man.
And then it was around like 8 or some shit like that. And then they was like, Terence Crawford might need to do something or some shit. He was like, I don't know what your scorecard looks like, but Madrimov barely got 2 rounds on mine.
Facts.
And then they was like, what? Ooh.
You know how that go. Yeah, I don't think we seen Sean Porter since, huh?
They took his ass over there to Australia.
You know what I'm saying? Straight Australia, man. Yeah, because he did like he did that Tim Zoo one, right?
Yeah.
Tim Zoo and Joey Spencer. We ain't seen this shit, boy. You can't speak the truth, boy. Hey, the truth is not sought after these days, man. They don't want to see the truth. They want you to fall in line, man. They want you to fall in line, bro. It's crazy, dog. Let me pull up Oster, man. Let's see what Oster talking about. Oster in the building, my guy. Oh, Oster not there yet. My brother. There you go. What up with it, bro?
Yo, Ty. First of all, what's up, Doc? Ty, why you keep sneaking me, Ty? What's up, man? This nigga keep sneaking me, Doc. You need to get up there and be calling. I'm like, yo, what's
Hey,
up
bro,
with you?
you out there looking vulnerable, bro. You can't be looking vulnerable on the block, man.
I'm like, yo, what up, Ty? What up, Ty? I didn't gonna say nothing. He get on the mic and be like, yo, oh, hold on, I'm gonna say something about Osa. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get this dude. I'm getting up there first next time. Fuck that. Yo, for real.
So
Hey,
just
man.
know this is YSL, and I'm gonna tell.
Now,
Facts.
hey, yo, now, first of all, let me clear my shit up because you know
Okay.
I'm always I gotta clear some shit up.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
number
I'm
one,
moonwalking again.
Yep. Oh, you know it. You know it.
No,
My boy
we
be
was
sliding
talking
like he
about
on chicken grease, man. Go ahead,
hey,
slide
yo,
for
we
one
was
time. Oh.
casually, hey Doc, we was casually talking about Mayweather. We was talking about the budget shit, and I was like, yo, man. In my eyes, I think that Madonna fight that was a tough one. I think that Floyd 49-1. But we was just casually talking. We wasn't for real at that time. Like, yo, we like go ahead. All of a sudden, this nigga go get the
Okay.
video.
He wasn't supposed to tell it.
I'm like,
He wasn't supposed to take it seriously like that. I didn't know you.
this motherfucker, yo, hey Doc, we got the whole fight on video. We watching the whole fight round for round. I'm trying to steal me a round or two. These motherfuckers keep taking rounds. I'm like, yo, come on, man. You gotta get a man around.
No, sir. No, sir. I give the
Yo,
round
I
where he got
said,
that tooth. You know what I'm saying? The same round he got that tooth. I give that round. But that's it.
yeah. That shit was
Hell
funny though.
no,
That was
bro.
funny. That was a nigga. Ty got the video. That's what I'm doing from now. When niggas talking, I'm gonna get the video on y'all. We
Straight
gonna
to the
watch it right
video.
now.
Yes, sir.
He set us up too. He said, yo, y'all got an hour? We said, yeah. He said, we gonna watch the fight. I said,
Hey,
this motherfucker. We set
that
somebody
sounds
up,
like
man.
some time we do. Hey, you got an hour, bro? Yeah, I bet we finna.
My
No,
dumb
I'm
ass
over the
like, yeah.
film.
He like, yo, we popped the video up. I'm like, oh shit.
Yes,
I
sir.
hope to take.
That's the best way to do it, though. You know, I remember back
I'm
in the
trying to
day,
tell
me and my
you.
homies was watching. We would argue about the Oscar and Floyd joint. I said, man, let's go watch this fight right now, man. Fuck all that talking, man. Let's watch this joint. You tell me which round, what you saw.
Yeah, tell me what you seen. But
'Cause-
with the steroid joint, man, I'm
Mhm.
telling you right now, at the end, they should treat the people that take steroids like they treat the people that do the DUIs. They should have those niggas going to classes and all that for like a year. You know, they got to go to class over here, they
Yes,
got to go to this
sir.
class. They should have them do all that shit. Stress them out.
I'm
Let's
with you.
for real, because you want to play with that. Stress them out. That's after the fine, after all the penalties and all that. This is what you got to do to get back in boxing. You like to get
Mm.
get your license back.
You
Yeah.
mean the program they tried to put Ryan in, but everybody said no?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yes.
but program like that. Yeah, you need a drug program. They need to go to a drug because they're dealing with drugs. They need to go
Yeah.
to a drug. Y'all got drug problems. Y'all can't stop getting off PEDs. Y'all got drug problems for real. That's how you should treat them. Y'all got
I
drug
agree.
problems.
I'm with you.
Y'all can't let the PED go. If somebody pass the PED in front of your face, y'all gonna take it.
Hey, also, you know what's so funny? You mind if I interrupt real quick?
Okay, yeah.
I want to, you know, what's so crazy. I'm not comparing this situation, but this is back when you say people got drug problems. It's like you ain't lying because I be at the park. I do my little pull ups and stuff like that, right? There's this dude that was out there, man. He's like, bro, you on creatine? I'm like, nah. The man said, all right, man. He said, why not? And I'm like, I don't know. I said, bro, I just work out for fun. It's really a hobby. I'm not like competing or anything like that. And I'm just not interested in creatine. You know, my body produces it naturally. It's just, I don't really, if I take supplements, I'm taking like vitamin C and shit like that. I'm not, because my mama tell me to take it or something like that. Olive oil pills. I'm not taking any type of, I ain't going to no nutrition store like that. And then he was just like, man, you know what? It'll get you right, bro. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to show you how this creatine works. I'm like, this man really trying to, like, I don't know, people just want company or people just really be like into taking supplements. And this man can't do nan pull up now. This man telling me what he on. And it's not like he was out there like doing what I'm doing or doing better than what I'm doing or showing me how to do. This man was impressed with what I was doing and telling me, I guess I could do it better if I was on some type of substance.
He better come back
sound
with
like,
some
yo,
turmeric.
Well,
sound like
with some
Reynoso to
turmeric,
me.
shout out to turmeric, yeah. But he
You sound like Reynoso to me.
sound like, hey, that's crazy, bro. Don't do it. Hey, hey, if you want, hey, you punching good, but you want to punch better. Yeah, that's Reynoso right there. But no, I was just like, I mean, he never came back, I haven't seen him since. But I just thought that was funny. You just reminded me of that when you said people be addicted.
Yo, but imagine,
You're right,
hey
though.
Doc, but you know what's the funny thing about it? Imagine if you was in competition. That would have been a whole different question. You'd have been sitting there saying, maybe maybe, imagine he was one of those dudes like these dudes, because obviously somebody either giving it to you or you going to get it. It ain't just, it ain't jumping in your system. You know what I mean? So we ain't doing that no more.
I agree.
You're popping.
I agree with you.
You're popping like these niggas popping pills out here. Y'all
For
popping too
real.
much. Like, every time you turn around, your niggas popping up dirty. Like, what's going on?
And this is to what I was saying earlier, and to Tyler's point is like, I'm not trying to absolve anybody from guilt or try to make it seem like they're not grown. Everybody grown. But I'm sorry, I do feel like people are convincing these guys. I'm not trying to give them an excuse. Let me say it again. I'm not trying to give them an excuse, but I do believe like somebody would approach them about taking these supplements. I don't think that these guys who are going to athletics, they go in there with the, oh, I'm gonna take this mentality. I'm gonna use this substance mentality. I think that they probably working out in the gym and somebody beside them in the gym telling them how they feel while taking it in. They're like, oh yeah, man, you could be even better. And then I'm not saying that they're not weak. That's a weak mentality, you know what I'm saying? But I do think that people, they're approached with these things and people convince them into, yeah, I do.
That's the whole purpose. That's the whole. I mean, if we could keep it 100, pull the blankets down. This is what drug dealers do. They promote drugs. That's what they do. This is what they do. They promote them to you. Like, yo, man, this gonna make you better. This is what. How they gonna sell them? You gotta understand. This is for real. People pushing up on them because they athletes pushing and they looking for the weak link. And a lot of these dudes is taking the weak link because they naturally not skilled.
Yeah.
They just naturally not skilled enough to do what they need to do. They need a little, you know what I mean? They need a little Everybody need a little one-on-one. You know what I mean? To go do what they got to do. That's how people move.
No, you're right
Some
about
people
that.
need a shot of water. Some people need a shot of that It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Doc, he take your little water. I don't know what's in his water, but he jumped up.
Oh, what's in his water? Got him jumping out the gym, guys. Hey.
I don't know what
Earl, man, the goat right out the gym, boy. Guys, dang. That's
but
crazy.
That's the nature
bro.
of that joint, man. That's why people always talk that. You know what the leakage? My video got leaked. How I get leaked out your phone? I want to know how they leak out your phone. Just tell me how I get leaked on the internet out of your phone. What, you hit the wrong button? Like, for real, people do things. They do things.
Yeah,
you heard the
right.
man Schofield. Schofield was the coldest with it.
What he
Schofield
said?
said the girl walked past him and rubbed his arm, rubbed his hand. You heard? That was coldest. That was cold. That was cold here. Nah, that was cold there, Doc. That was cold. Somebody walked past and rubbed you. You heard me? Rubbed you the wrong way, huh? And kept me moving.
Rubbed you the wrong way, literally, huh? Oh, man, that's funny, bro. Nah, bro. That's funny, man. When my boy coming back, man? Anyway, man. What kid also coming back, man? I know you heard his wrist on that JoJo. Yeah, that wrist stuff.
A fight announcement coming.
Okay,
Get that cream off his hand.
Yeah, maybe that cream, bro. Yo, don't forget to smack that like button for your boy, man. Appreciate it. Don't forget to smack that like button. We will be live for the fights tomorrow. I think there's a fight tonight too, ain't it? Might be live for that later. Good Lord willing, I don't know.
Yo, but you know I'm going with Dev now, man. You know I'm going back with Dev, so I just want
everybody
to know.
Ty convinced you?
Out. Yeah, Ty convinced fucking with Ty. I had under Ty's spell yesterday. He had me watching fights and all type of shit. Changed my mind, everything. I said, I gotta get away from this dude. I gotta get away from this dude, man.
Hey, I got a question. Do Pitbull and Roach fight? Like, do they fight for that vacant title now? If dude shit come back negative, or they gotta wait till they win and then be elevated?
Yeah, it's a possibility. Depends on when that's what Ty was saying. They have 10 days. Well, I was saying in the video, they have 10 days to request a B sample. So the faster they do it, the better off it is. And then, so we don't know right now. Short answer. It could be that Dalton Smith keeps his fight date and they put Alberto Puello in there. But like Ty was saying with his back and Puello's, we don't think he'll be prioritized like that. So that's probably least likely. What I think is most likely is what you just said. I think that Pitbull will get elevated, and then Roach and Pitbull will fight for the WBC belt. I think that's the most likely. But I don't know. We'll see. It's yet to be seen.
Wait, so Pitbull the WBC interim champ already?
Yeah. He already. Yeah, exactly. he got that when he beat who he just beat last. Who he just fought? Not Angel Fierro, because he had to fight after that. Who he just beat?
Oh, that replacement dude.
Yeah. Because they're supposed to have the rematch.
I think it was like Angel something. Not Angel.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, I can't remember who he just fought, but Salcido. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, dude, that from Pro Box that stopped
Omar Salcido.
Was it Omar Salcido? I believe so. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, Omar Salcido, bro. Hey man, come on, bro. We do this on this side.
Doc, why you be on Twitter, Doc?
What I do? What I do?
I be seeing you on Twitter. I just seen. I say, yo, every time I look, I see Doc. You be answering people. I say, yo, nobody gonna beat Doc up.
So why you think I work out, bro? That's why I work out. Cause I know they gonna try to press me, bro. I be wanting them to, bro. I swear I want one of them little punk ass, snot nose ass kids to come and try to do something, bro.
Educated shit that they Doc.
Bro, I be talking shit, boy. Yeah, that's what they be mad. That's why they be mad. The way I word it, I know. Yeah.
They be pissed with it. They be like, yo, oh man, it ain't. It ain't what you. It's just how you say it. I say, "What you a female?"
You feel me?
How I say it. What
Yeah,
the fuck
exactly.
you
Exactly.
know,
With your
so
whole
bad, like,
ass. Right. That's what it is. Cause I make them think about what the shit the dumb shit that they say, so they get mad. I wish one of them would. One of them called me a dweeb, but I told him talk about he gonna reconstruct my face or something like that. I told him to do it. I said, let me know we can. I mean, talking about he ain't answered me since, man. Some little goofball because he'll go to my profile. You know, I got my little avatar on there, my little logo, Dr. Boxer Talk, my little animated logo or whatever. I guess he must have did his research and saw some other videos or something. I don't know, but he ain't answered me since. I'm still waiting for his little punk ass. Talking about somebody a dweeb because they see a brother got a degree and shit, so they think I'm some little, I don't know what they think. A dweeb, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's all right.
I used to
Y'all
always son.
know, y'all know the boxing voice be doing the border wars and shit, right?
Okay.
So I was watching one. I forgot what.
See Joe Pesci.
Nah, I seen round one though.
That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about somebody else, but I'm like, okay, I'm thinking this old ass was finna get knocked out or some shit. But
Oh yeah, he did good.
Yeah, he just to be 50, hell yeah, he did good.
That's what's up, man. He 50?
Hell yeah. I'm like,
Oh,
Doc,
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know that, bro.
When they brung up his age, I'm like, Doc was arguing with this old ass man.
Finna beat the hell out of him too.
Ain't you know that nigga was a heavyweight. Oh, bro.
Yo, ain't nothing wrong with that. Rolly was in there with a motherfucker, what, 45?
Yeah, Ishmael Barroso, yep. I mean, but at the same time too, it's like, man, that's what I gotta realize too. You know, I gotta start arguing, giving people the time of day. Like, I made a video and I was talking about the Ryan Garcia and Tank, you know, with the DV cases, and the dude was like, "Oh, are you saying?" I was like, "It's not. You shouldn't hit a woman or whatever." And I'm talking about their DV cases, you know, allegedly or whatever. This man talking about, well, in certain circumstances, like if she threatening my child, of course I'm gonna protect myself. I'm like, bro, we're not talking about that though, bro. But then I gotta just like, you know, I gotta just let some shit go. I be trying to talk with people and try to enlighten them a little bit, but that ain't my burden, bro. That's all you, bro. I'm not talking about that kind of case, but people twist your words. They try to make you seem like you know what I'm saying? Make it sound like you're not saying what you're not. Like, smart people know what I'm saying. Anybody with not even about being smart. It's just about having common sense and just trying not to argue about some goofy shit.
If you stand up, I know one thing. If you stand up for somebody that hit a girl, in any kind of reasoning, you shouldn't be the one that hit him. Should be standing up. If you saying something, then you agree to that type of shit. So you put your hand on the girl too.
Oster, he got mad at me and he said he unsubscribed because that's what I told him. I said, bro, that's what you got out of it, bro. I said either you're incredibly dumb or you hit girls yourself. I said you a coward, and then he got mad. Oh, he went off. Then he wrote me a whole gosh dang J.K. Rowling novel, like Harry Potter sequels and stuff in my comments.
I said, you ready to get the address now and drive up? So you ready to drive down to Florida?
Yeah. I wish.
That up.
Yeah, they be talking, man. They'll be about that life, man.
You gonna drive yourself into an ass kicking.
That's it right there. You gonna waste money, gas, and you know what I'm talking about, and get your ass whooped. Turn right back around. That's it. That's it, bro.
You think you're gonna be mad coming down here? Watch how you feel
going back. You feel me? It's crazy, bro. It's like the dude that blocked me yesterday when he said that stupid stuff about Devin Haney. It's like, and he's supposed to be, I don't know, I recognize his name, Jim Karras or box. I don't know if he's some type of writer or something. I don't know. Anyway, but he was like, yeah, I got Brian Norman. You know me, I'm picking Brian Norman as well, right? But so you know, shame in that. But he was like, yeah, after rewatching Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, I'm more confident picking Brian Norman. So I responded to him. I was like, bro, I said, okay, that's cool. I'm picking Brian Norman as well. But I said, next time Galal fights, make sure that you announce to the world how much you're rewatching him get the shit beat out of him by a PED popping Francisco Rodriguez. And then he blocked me. I didn't say nothing condescending. I didn't say nothing with expletives. I didn't curse at him. I didn't demean him, nothing. People just can't take when you point out their stupidity. He's supposed to be some type of boxing official. This is a box. This ain't me or you or Tufo or Ty or, I mean, granted, I'll be disappointed if any of us said that too. But I'm saying, like, this is not even just them talking in the bar. This is somebody that's supposed to be a boxing aficionado, expert pundit saying this bullshit. And then that same person will turn around and say Subriel Matías is wrong for cheating. You see the contradictory? Like, come on, bro. You can't tell me that you're judging Devin Haney off of a fight with a PED user, but then tell me that you're condemning another PED user for the same exact PED. Come on, bro. The same exact PED.
Not a different one.
Not even a different one, bro.
The same one.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. But then they just dismiss me and they say, "Oh, I'm a Haney fan," and you know me. I'm not even. I'm like I said. I'm gonna stop saying that because I am a Haney fan. I'm a fan of boxing, but I'm not like I'm not in the context of where they say, "Oh, you're a Haney fan," or "You're a Devin fan," or "You're a Ryan fan," or a Tank fan. Like where I'm an obsessive. You know, what I'm saying infatuated, obsessively infatuated with them.
I've told him, no, I'm a fan of no PEDs. That's the
Facts.
fan I am. That's the fan.
Right.
I'm a fan of no PEDs.
Right.
That's the fan I am. So you want to pick me to be somebody fan? I'm a no PED fan.
That's it.
That's the fan. I'm a no PED fan. You could do whatever you want to do, but no PEDs. And it is what it is. Answer that. If you can answer that, then we cool. If you can't answer that, go over there, man. Stop talking to me with that nut ass shit you talking about, because you talking some nut shit now.
Right.
You PEDs.
Come on, bro. You defending PEDs because that's how
Yeah,
bad. I don't know if Devin Haney banged a girl or Bill Haney is they gosh dang estranged stepdad or something. I mean, estranged father or something like that. I don't know what it is, bro. Like,
nah, Dev got that bag.
You got it
I know
right.
what it is. Dev got that bag. That's what it is. Dev got that bag. He do his own thing. And the world just hate Dev. They just hate Dev. They don't hate Dev because he can't fight. They don't hate Dev for no reason, but Dev do his own thing. They mad at that money. Dev do his own thing. Out of all those little motherfuckers running around, Dev, that's why Dev be over here acting like he Mayweather. That's why he be doing that shit, because Dev doing him. It's the money. You can't be mad at him for his fights. I mean, his fucking resume is better than anybody on a young people resume, to be honest with you.
yeah.
So you can't be mad at him with that. You can't be mad at him like the only thing you said, Doc. He got that bread and he fucking your niggas baby mamas.
Yeah, that's what Ty said. I heard Ty there say you got it right. I heard Ty
Yeah,
say.
all of them in Dad DM. I'm telling you, niggas be tight.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like it's like, and I don't, bro. I've been called a Haney fan. Bro. People who don't have nothing to say, they say, "Oh, I'm racist because I think that Devin Haney got cheated." Because I'm only pointed out because I guess Ryan Garcia is not black. It's like, bro, but I say the same thing. You just don't get offended because when I say it about Conor Ben, you don't know anybody that he cheated. You're not infatuated with somebody that he cheated. That's all. I say the same thing about Conor Ben. Conor Ben is black. Jarrell Big Baby Miller, I call him a cheater all day. He black. What are we talking about, bro?
Yeah, we said he shouldn't ever box again.
Facts. Has nothing like, bro. I've been called accused of all types of things. It's wild. Bro.
Hey, yeah, Big Baby Miller popped again.
Who?
Big Baby Miller.
No,
he popped again.
not that I know of. Not that I know.
Technically, he popped 2 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember the last time y'all had brought it up. I'm like, damn. Last thing I heard from him was he pulled out that Wally fight because his shoulder.
Yeah. I don't know of any of him popping it recently.
I don't think they're gonna get serious with these PEDs until they start getting some serious consequences. That's when they need some serious consequences. I'm telling you, you need to stop one of them one time and be like, yo, you know something? This your second time. You can't box no more. It's over for you. That's it. It's over for you. And then start laying the law from that point on. I'm trying to tell you, man, because they're gonna keep popping them. They're gonna keep, cause like Ty said, they should get the money to Vada, because they should get the money to Vada so Vada can stay on their ass and keep this B sample. They should get rid of the B sample. It should just be an A sample. For real.
Fact.
Oh, no.
That's funny as hell, bro. That's funny as hell.
The B sample is like going to court. No, the B sample is like going to court for real. You should get, if you get live, you get caught with the A sample. Okay, you going to court. That's the B sample. You got to go to court to get a B sample. You need some validation. Come here. Why we should give you a B sample? Why? You need to come here and say why.
How they test the B sample. Like the B sample is crucial. It's to confirm what you already got from the A, because it's from the same culture.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting and letting somebody petition for it, we testing that shit right there.
That's what I think they should do.
Yeah.
I don't even
Johnny,
think
you
that should be requested.
You take that first sip, you be like, all right, well, let me taste it again. All right, that shit good.
Right.
Trying to tell you, man. I'm telling you, you need to act fast, because they gonna look. The thing is that the funny thing about it is that they get the victory, and then the thing is funny is that at the end of these PEDs, they be different. Like, it's not no standard. You get what I'm saying? Some people keep the fight. They get the BS. It's too much BS on the result.
Yeah.
Or the PED. It should be straight thing. Like, you know, you on parole time and probation, you go there and you pee wrong in the truck. If you pee wrong right there, you're not going nowhere to do none of that shit. Your shit is dirty right here. You sitting your ass right here. Yep. You get what I'm saying? You doing this. This is what you're doing right now. You doing this because you dirty. I don't care about none of that. Traces or none of that. It should not be in you at all. Period. Point. You should be away from people that doing anything dealing with PEDs. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's responsible. If you start breaking it down, I guarantee they'll stop doing it. But as long as you give them leeway, You give anybody leeway, they're gonna take the leeway. I'm telling you,
Facts.
man.
Hey, shout out to Thomas, man. Thomas in the building. What's good, brother? I just peeped what you said. He said, listen to Osterine 40. That's crazy. Osterine, bro, you gonna do you like that, bro? Oh,
My man in
man.
here cooking, and he
He
got
cooking,
this
man.
Oscar in the
He
ring.
got the
Dog, you know what I'm saying? He put the
Osterine
Oscar in
40,
the
bro.
ring, dog.
Facts. It
I
might
bet
be
you,
old
I bet
fault,
you,
man.
yeah, if I was the commissioner,
Oh
we
yeah, I
had
see.
boxing right. We had boxing right, though. I'll tell you that
In the
much.
glass.
My brother Thomas, man. What's good, man? What say you on all this stuff, man? I want to hear your opinion, man. You're on anything, you know, whether Canelo should fight Crawford or Subriel Matías with the
Oh, yeah, I gotta
Osterine.
get to that too, Doc. Damn, I ain't saying nothing about that.
Oh,
After you, Tommy.
let him finish. Let him finish. I want Oscar to get it off, because you know if I start talking, Oscar gonna show enough cut me off, dog. So go and let him
Nah,
get it.
you can talk. I ain't gonna cut you off. You can talk.
Well, before y'all get y'all stuff off, it was something that my brother 2-4 mentioned
Hmm.
about border wars and whatnot.
Hmm.
I had told Two Tone and our boy Ryan, shit, I got somebody that fight Joe Pesci.
Hmm.
Matter of fact, I got 10 bands right now with my man Doc. Line
Facts.
that shit up.
I do it.
Where's y'all gonna be at? Miami?
I do that.
Atlanta?
Hey,
What we doing?
I do it for sure.
Oh,
I do.
that'll be lit.
How did he do anyway? How did it go?
He
Yeah,
lost.
Oh, he
But
lost.
he like for him to be 50, right?
Yeah,
He did good.
that's what.
But
Nah,
if
not
he
for
was
sure.
like younger, it'd be like, boy, your ass.
but 2-4. The nigga he
Like
was
if he was in
fighting.
his mid-20s or some shit like that, it'd be like, yeah, your ass. But
That's
you
what's
know,
up.
he 50, so it's like, oh, what?
Yeah, I
But the
got.
dude he was fighting.
Oh, here it come. Here go the truth. How-
You gotta judge it by the competition. What did you think of the guy he was fighting?
He was ass too, but he wasn't 50. That's what
Like,
made it worse. Like you
Okay.
can't put
Too
nobody
far,
that's
no
50.
filter.
No, I'm gonna show him love though. You know me. I gotta keep it consistent. But if you get every, I respect. Even if they were both ass, I respect him for getting. You know what I'm saying, for at least showing that he bought that life though. And I ain't
But
know
look,
he's
this
50.
is the thing though, right? It's not like he was just like ass. After
Yeah.
that first round, I feel like he just like shot his low because the nigga came out in the second round grabbing his knees, like getting points took and shit. That's really how he lost because he got tied
yeah.
and then
But
he got
twofold.
dropped.
Twofold.
Yeah.
That's how you do it though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was in there, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let the first round. I might just play all defense the first round. How many rounds was it?
It was 3.
Oh yeah, I'm playing all defense first round. Second and third round, finna wear your ass out. Cause I know you tired. I already know you tired.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm in shape too. Oh yeah. That's
Buddy
exactly my
ass was
strategy.
ass.
I'm gonna let
He
you.
let round one hit him with a no look hook. That shit landed like it connected.
He hit him with the Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora choice.
No setup. That was a butt naked hook. No diddy.
I hear naked with it. Hey yo, y'all crazy, man. You did he say he got dropped? Who got dropped?
Round
round
yeah.
one got dropped. Damn.
Yeah, he had got dropped and then he had got his points taken for grabbing his knees and shit. Like he was tired. He had bent over.
Nah, like I said, hey, I don't even want to dog because unless you hear, I'll talk. But he that's dope, though. I got to show love for getting in there, but put the pause on. Wear his ass out, man. Go ahead, Thomas.
Who's the 50-year-old that got up in the
Joe
ring?
Pesci.
Oh, Pesci was up in there. You talking about round one?
Yeah, that's what they talking about.
But I seen them. I'm like, hold on, my folks look familiar, and then they start saying round one.
That's
I'm
what's
like,
up, though,
oh,
man.
that's who that is, bro. And they was like, he's 50 though. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, he was
That's
talking all
in the
that
gym
shit.
when I seen him.
The ring like I do. I get up in the ring and I talk what I talk, and I do what I do.
I do. Hey man, yeah, you growing up to talk shit, you growing up to get your ass whooped. So, but I do commend you for getting. It's like with the one who Brian Norman Sr. fought again. I don't remember who he fought. What's the name?
Greg Haggett.
Right. So it's like I don't even really care who won. I respect them both for sometimes just talk a little shit and then hey man, let's get in this ring, man, and then let it be what it is. It don't even really matter to me who won. So shout out to them for getting in the ring. I respect that. Instead of doing all that woofing online, or I'm gonna do to you like, you know what I be seeing? What get on my nerves too is when I be seeing cats go back and forth, and then somebody posts. I don't remember who it was. So I can't put a name on it, but like on Twitter, I guess some people were going back and forth about something. The other one, he posted up a picture of him at the gun range, I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Like, what that mean, bro? Like, you know exactly what that means. Like, you gonna shoot somebody, bro? Man, get your ass whipped out here. Like, you out here threatening with me. Like, come on, bro. You can't take these people seriously, bro. But I will say this though: if you need a gun or a weapon to say that you're dangerous, bitch, you may be many things, but dangerous is not one of them. It don't make you dangerous because you got a gun, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, obviously it makes you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you not a dangerous person. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're not dangerous unless you have a gun in your hand, bitch, you not dangerous. So I'm like, oh, it get dangerous out here. What the fuck? No, guns not supposed to make you dangerous,
I'm
bro.
gonna let Oscar cook though, but I'm gonna say this, man. You know, I said this when we were talking about social media and the sport, how social media could be a tool for the betterment of the sport, but oftentimes it is used as a device to tear down the sport and to tear down the people in the sport.
Facts.
And you know, that is a distinguishing mark that a lot of people overlook a lot of times, man. And they think people hating on them. No, not hating on them, just the way the platform is being used. That's not cool. Because before then it was never that way. You know what I'm saying? You only had certain outfits that at press, you know, the covering of the thing, that if they felt a certain way, they would do it, but you could see it being colored as hate. Now it's just the everyday norm. Like, this is what it is. And sometimes it's not cool. But all right, I'll let Bodega, I saw you green up.
You
Oh,
probably
my bad. I'm typing.
Yeah, about to say, you probably doing something in the background. Do your thing, bro. It's your time, bro. Your
No,
time to
Oscar
shine,
still
boss.
had to cook on. He had to cook on the Crawford, and I'll segue off
Nah,
of
I can,
him.
I can wait. I can wait. Thomas, you can talk. I can wait.
Bro, I was just messing with you, Oster dog. Don't take it serious.
No,
We
I
know
said I
you
can
ain't
wait. You
pushing
can
the
talk.
petty crack.
I'm on the computer. No, I'm on the computer. I can wait. I'm doing some
Oh,
other.
okay, bet. All right, then shout out to my good brother Osterring40. I'm gonna cook. What we talking about, dog? Because I'm on the late freight.
Now you good. We talking about Canelo Bud, which is what Oster wants to talk about, and then also about the PEDs, man. With Subriel Matías and the inconsistency with the condemnation of PEDs. It seems like people aren't mad at PEDs; they're mad at who is using it, or who is not using it, or who is used against, I should say.
Well, Doc, you know that being an avid fan of a couple of fighters, and you know the thing is never the same for them as opposed to every other fighter. So you know it's going to be the same within, especially when we put the coloration of skin tone on it, and then also the coloration of greenbacks. So those two things definitely are diametrically opposed to some folks who feel certain ways towards certain fighters and things like that nature. If you're guilty, you're guilty. No matter what, bro. We can't. If I got a red shirt on, but a color got another cat got a different color of red, but it's still red. It's a red shirt. Nonetheless, it might be a varying degree of red, but it's still red. And when we talking about stuff we put in our bodies to enhance our performance, whether you did it by accident or not, you got to find a way to justify how come that is in there. And if you cannot justify that, then that means that you was doing something to make people want to think a lot. And I'll say it like that, man.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think what Oster
I'll be
proposed was
real.
great.
I never had a problem with the thing of Devin saying that, you know what, I need to get that O back because you know he was underneath whatever it was. My thing is only this. The things that got capitalized have always been a problem with Devin. If you go back and watch JoJo Diaz, you see little ass JoJo Diaz taking advantage of the same ish that big ass Ryan Garcia took advantage of. He just fortunate that Ryan Garcia is a clown and didn't really put his best effort in training and preparing for that fight, because you know he did take advantage of those things. Like I said, I can go out there and take PEDs all day and try to go out there and Barry Bonds a ball. I can't do it. I'm not Barry Bonds. I don't have the skill set that Barry Bonds do.
Part. Right.
I'm gonna whiff a lot more than I'm gonna hit, and when I hit it, I might not even hit it out the park.
Right.
But you let a nigga like Barry Bonds get on that stuff, who is a master of his craft.
Right. That
and part. On it, yeah. It's the difference between balls barely leaving the yard, the gate, and then you leaving them and going into the ocean. This nigga was putting balls in the ocean on a regular basis.
Exactly.
Nigga head got swelled. Pacquiao status. So you know what, man? I'm never against
Yeah, boy,
I'm
Barry
telling you,
Bonds,
Vince,
boy, guys, dang, Barry Bonds
I
here,
gotta have the
boy.
same energy for everyone and
Impact, yeah,
everything, man. So
facts.
you know what I'm saying? I can't be a person that only holds certain folks to certain things, dog. That's not me.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, what I believe in is I'm gonna be held to the same standard that everybody else is. And I better have the right answers. Otherwise, I'm coming up short.
Yeah, man, I agree. I agree with that. Like, so I want to say that too. You know, I think it's your delivery, right? I don't think it matters. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, okay, well, Devin Haney still could have did this better. I don't think there's a problem. But again, and I'm not talking about you. I'm just speaking about all of,
No,
excuse
in
me, all about,
general,
yeah,
I
in
got
general,
you.
right? Thank you. Yeah. So in general, it's like, I think that we could say the same thing about Galal Yafai and Francisco Rodriguez. Like, hey man, Francisco Rodriguez, he had an engine, you know, and that could be partially because of PEDs. But like Galal Yafai may be too a little, I don't want like complacent kind of in the ring, you know, like maybe he don't step on the gas, so he doesn't fight with a sense of urgency. And Galal Yafai did. It just happens that he was on PED. So for me, I just feel like even when we talk about what Devin Haney could have did better, I'm not. I think that we should all. I think that there's nothing wrong with that. But I do think I think it's something wrong with it to imply like, and I know you're not doing that, but to imply that, oh, if he should have did this despite the PEDs, I think that's significantly reducing the effect of PEDs and significance. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think that's why I be having an issue with people that take that angle. Because it's like, man, there's so many instances when people get cheated and nobody talks. They just focus on the PEDs. They don't say what people could have done better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the Barry Bonds example. Like, when Barry Bonds was allegedly on that shit, him and Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa, Jose Canseco, all them guys, no one said that the pitcher should have pitched better. No one ever thinks, like, you know what I'm saying? No one thinks about what the opponents could have done better. They just always just say, all right, man, this man's on PEDs. I don't care what happened. You feel me? So, like, I just apply that same energy. I think that's appropriate for that same energy to be applied by Devin. And in fact, he's the only one that I see where it's not applied in that manner. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do think that I definitely agree with you, though. I mean, watching Devin Haney, like you said, if you go back and watch Devin Haney, there's a reason why I picked Ryan Garcia, because I seen when Jorge Linares cracked him. You know what I'm saying? I seen, you know, the things that he was susceptible to, but I'm gonna be honest too. I mean, I happened to be right. It wasn't like I was like, oh yeah, man, for sure, Ryan Garcia's gonna beat him. You know, but I believed it enough to risk my money on it. But I still think that, you know, with Ryan Garcia doing that, I think that the focus should always be that's a punk ass cheater, man. Dirty ass cheater, man. That's the answer. Always be focused.
Yeah.
Everything else secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the glove must have quit.
Hey,
I mean, the glove fit,
you must have quit. That's a fact, bro. Yep. And then like with what's the name too? It's like with Ryan, right? Like what I was gonna say, you just might be something with with Devin Haney though. But you are right though, because you know I think we can all agree that we don't see Devin Haney. He approached Ryan that fight with a little bit more, I say, aggression than typical. Like he didn't really take his time as he normally does. So there's things that you can point to. I'm not saying that there's not. So yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, if the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah, the glove. But I'm gonna say this though, bro. Like with all seriousness, the only reason why skepticism really came out is because you know my man got a dream. Martin Luther King had a dream. That first was a revelation. He downgraded it later to a dream.
Right.
And the next thing you know,
Right.
And then his working with Conti and being an advocate of him, and you know his tie to Mickey
Rest in peace,
Fricky's
Conti.
dad. Yes, rest in peace. So I mean, but that being the case, like you said, man, it's basically who he is, what he's accomplished, and also who his dad is, bro. Because honestly, when McGuire and them was doing that stuff, you know who they talked about?
Who that?
They talked about the dark-looking brothers. They didn't talk about nobody else. You remember there was a center fielder that batted leadoff, hit 50-something home runs that year for the Orioles. Ain't nothing about him. Mark McGuire, he was celebrating, didn't say nothing about him. Man, Canseco was telling.
Yeah, the Canseco wrote that book, boy, exposing everybody, boy.
And they didn't want to believe it.
They didn't want to believe it, boy. Jose Canseco was out there snitching. Guys, see, my boy wrote a book. They ain't got no shame, Tufo. How you snitching write a book? They ain't making a statement. They write books. Guys. Damn, boy. Oh boy, so I'm gonna get paid
So
off
I can
this.
tie my man Oster, and I'll say that the fight with Bud and Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, bro, if I'm looking at it,
Mm-hmm.
Bud been looking his whole career for validation.
Mm-hmm.
He been looking to be acclimated as one of the best and getting paid for what he's doing. You think he's gonna take a fight that's gonna go backwards? That I can't command the money that I should get? And the only fights that do that, unfortunately for him, start with Canelo and possibly Benavidez. The only other thing he can do is go to a division and try to get another title run for undisputed. But I don't think that pays him the money that he really can command by getting in a Canelo fight.
Yeah.
And hopefully this time around, Canelo will look at him as a true threat and try to prepare for the threat that he can be.
Oh, you think he took it for granted? You think he put a little bit too much emphasis on the
It's no
size advantage?
Canelo. He's a
Okay,
great fighter, but he's no Canelo.
that's
That
true.
nigga said
He
that
did
about
say
20
that.
times,
Yep,
bro.
he did say that. Yep. Who he fought? He
Bro.
fought no elite fighters. He fought no elite fighters. And you fought nobody, bro. You fought nobody.
I still think he took it serious though, because don't nobody bring boots in the camp, man. You're not finna be serious.
That's a good point.
Oh, come on, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
You right about that too, Paul, but look, I think that was just to get familiar with somebody that's like him.
Switch
I
in.
don't think like let me see what he really can bring to the table. And you're not recognizing that Boots is still not Crawford. He don't think like Crawford in the ring. He
That's
might
why
be
he
gifted.
lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm talking about as far as like fighting
Nothing.
wise. Like
It's
that's
nothing. It's nothing the same. Only thing the same is just that they can both switch hit. That's the further they go. That's it. They ain't skillful. They don't think the same. They don't fight the same. They do nothing the same. People just see them as the same because they both switch hit. You give me something else. That's the only thing they say. That's the only thing they say. Nobody say they fight alike. Nobody say they think alike. Nobody not. They just say that they both can switch hit. I told we had this conversation,
I
Doc.
don't even.
Can
My
I
bad.
get my dissertation?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Which say
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Bodega.
Besides being switch hitters and being very good at their southpaw stance, they both have effective footwork as far as feints and going into an uppercut.
Mm.
We've seen that from Boots many a times. That same uppercut that Bud was getting him with, Boots was fucking him up in camp with. Just saying.
Mm.
But I wouldn't
The
even
power
say
jab.
Crawford is still a switch hitter. He's just a fighter that can fight in both stands. He
Oh
don't
yeah.
switch as often as the Boots do.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, all that's right. I don't know what y'all be saying, but I mean, what I see, I don't see none of that. I'm very serious. I ain't going
Honestly
for it.
though,
It's
you
not
be
what
seeing
Boots.
something else.
No,
I
it's not
don't.
that. It ain't. Yo, listen. Yeah, I mean, listen. We can say that in the room and all that, but facts is facts. It's 100% facts. It's 100% fact. People
Nah,
can
that's
make it
verbatim.
seem like they want to make it seem. It's cool. They can make it seem like they want to make it seem. They can say yeah. They can say all that. You'll see what happens. I'm telling you, it's a reason why it's not happening. That's all I'm saying when it comes to Boots, because you cannot be that good and don't. It's just impossible, man. Somebody can't believe. Somebody ain't going too deep in their pocket. Because if he was mine, and
So,
if I had a Crawford, I would put the house up right now for a fight.
you know, the crazy thing is they said the same thing about Roy until he got the fight. It took him to get on a major network, HBO at the time, for him to get a fight, like a legitimate fight. Before then, what did they say about Roy? The same shit you saying about Boots.
Yeah, yeah. But you see what Roy
But
did
do
though.
it make
What
it
Roy
true?
do? But what Roy do though?
But
What
do it
I'm
make it
saying is
true?
Roy do. No,
You're
I'm not
giving
saying
an
it's true.
opinion stating that it's facts. That's not true.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is what facts is that he ain't doing shit. That's facts. That we can see that. That's a fact.
As far
But
as
what I'm
what?
saying is that,
Again, you
huh?
giving an opinion. He's not doing nothing as far as what? Because he does have
I ain't nobody.
accolades.
I'm not. He got accolades. I mean, everybody got accolades, little Todd. Yeah, everybody got
Standing
accolades.
honest with
Hey,
somebody. Now, it's your opinion whether if he's good or not.
no, I didn't ever say Stadium was bad. I ain't say that. I'm talking about
But you're
Boots.
saying he didn't fight
I,
nobody. That
Boots
implies
ain't
that
do
he's
nothing. Not
nobody.
compared to his talent. Not compared to his talent. Not compared to the hype and the talent. I mean, that's just for me. That's just for.
I
I'm
get
not
what
saying
you're
it's
But
saying.
concrete.
after that was
That's
also the
just for
same
me.
storyline behind Crawford though.
Yeah.
Before he
This is
got the
what I'm
last
saying.
couple of fights.
But this is what I'm
Hey,
saying.
Orange,
But you see,
let me
yeah,
ask you something. What's your favorite kind of car?
my favorite kind of who?
Car. What's your favorite kind of car?
You said car?
Car, yeah, car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they
But
in the
you
car.
just put the eye on it. You got it.
I don't know. I ain't into cars and shit like that. I don't know. I ride any car, to be honest with you. I ain't big on that shit. You know what I mean? I ain't big on
Let's
that at
just say
all.
your
Yeah,
favorite
what's
I,
your
type of
favorite
car was
shoe?
a Hellcat, right? And you know it's like 60,
You said
75
Hellcat?
dollars, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to a dealership, right? And they know you like you really want this Hellcat, and they be like 150,000. Is you gonna pay that 150,000?
If I like the car,
Yeah.
I mean, if I like the car, I might buy it. If I'm into that kind of shit, I might buy it. I don't get the question though. What's the question? I don't get it.
he's saying
Is you
if you
saying
know the
that like you
price,
will put your house up behind Boots to get him to fight, but the type of fighters that be asking for the money don't be making sense to give them just to like help Boots' career out. But I get what you're saying, but it wouldn't really make sense business wise.
I understand that. What I'm saying is this.
I'm at
That's
a
the problem. See, now hear me out real quick. I'm glad you said it with the business because that's the problem.
but before you rebuttal real
Anytime,
quick, Osa, what a
yeah.
call. I just saw the AJ and Jake Paul first press conference, man. I was watching that while y'all was talking, but they did their first thing, man. So it's real, man. It's always on the go now. They out there in
Oh,
Miami, but go ahead.
I see some posters. But that's
Yeah.
the main thing I'm saying. When it comes down to certain things, this is just me, y'all. You know what I mean? I'm just one person in the world.
Mm,
All I'm just saying is that when it comes down to Boots, it's just always something. You brought Crawford in it, and you see now everything that Crawford did. You see where he at now, right?
right.
And I ain't talking as a fan. I'm just talking on business. I'm just talking on him because he did that. I didn't do none of that. I'm just on the outside looking at it, and it's a way that you can do this thing. So people always talk that the business, the fight, da da da. Listen, homie, enough of that. We got somebody right here in real time, right now, that achieved all that stuff against all the grain. You got somebody that's actually like you and you can't get a quarter of it done. Go do something. That's what I'm saying. You 2 times,
So we
you
talking
gonna
about a
wear out.
finished product
You know what I'm
versus
saying? You're gonna
somebody that's
know.
still going up the ladder.
Mm.
No, Crawford ain't a finished product. Crawford's still in the game. He just had his last
Crawford
fight.
is at the tail end of his career.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is
When
this.
you listen to
No,
boxers talk about him, they said he did everything under the sun.
all I'm saying
Versus
is this.
somebody that's still on the up and up.
Yeah.
No, Todd, what I'm saying is this. I'm not talking down on Boots. I'm not talking down on Boots at all. I need Boots to get active because you're gonna get wore out. He's gonna
But
get
what you're
weared off.
saying is unreasonable. You sit here and say he need to fight them fights. Then when we present you the information of why he can't get certain fights, oh, that's on him.
I mean, so then what we do? Put him in
That don't
corner
make no
on
damn
then.
sense.
No, but listen, hold on. We
But
gonna
when
make
it
it
was
make sense right
Bud, it's
now.
these niggas don't want to fight.
No, what was Bud? Bud
Mm.
was taking fights. Bud was fighting. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Bud was taking fights. He was fighting everybody. Every time he fought somebody, they downplayed it. Carol Brooks, they downplayed him.
Yeah,
But he
but
is fighting these
Bud had to
names
take
though.
a Weez Malima during his
But
time
it
because
don't
niggas
matter.
wasn't trying to fight. Was you
Nah,
killing him
man,
for that?
I'm not. Nah, Ty, I'm not going for that because Bud came up even when he jumped out of 147. He came up and fought Masvidal.
Kavalaskas,
I
Edis
was about to say,
Kavalaskas,
yeah.
aka Mean Machine.
Yeah,
He ain't no fucking Weez Malima.
yeah, he got a standing on this and guys that are like I mean like
No, I'm not
even look at
saying
Victor
no.
Postal. No one give him credit for that because
Look,
you know like, Victor Postal is kind of like Boots and standing on this, both undefeated
but
champions. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I give him credit
but
for
what I'm saying
I
is,
give Bud credit for Victor Postal, but like the masses weren't. And so that's what they're saying.
I
It's
give
like
all
we
them.
may not give Stanionis credit, but Stanionis was still an undefeated champion, so he should get credit
No,
for that.
but I never said I didn't give Stanley
Well,
credit. I give
I
anybody
was using
credit that
Stanley
in
as an
ring.
example. Whether it's Weez Malima, like even like a Weez Malima, you could compare that to somebody that he fought, like a Hank Lundy. You know what I'm saying? Like there's guys
Hmm.
there that we didn't
But that's
recognize Bud
everybody though,
doing
Doc.
until. But I agree with everybody. I agree with everybody,
Yeah, that's
which is their
everybody.
point too.
Everybody resume.
All
Yeah,
right,
everybody resume got a lean on it, a curve on it. Hey,
all
nobody ain't fight
right,
all champions, right? That's
all
just
right,
the nature of boxing.
all
But
right.
what we saying in the mix of all that, we done seen all these boxers in the same pole doing the same thing. So why do we got Pacquiao's and Mayweather's out of this same bunch? That's what I'm saying. Let's get Boots out here. Why we got Pacquiao and Mayweather's out of all this bullshit? Because there's ways. There's ways to do it. And we've
Right.
seen every other way. We
But
seen
what
you
they're
come up on
saying
the
is like
elevator.
with Boots is still he's still up and coming. He's getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? So like even with Pacquiao, right? I'm glad you said Pacquiao. Pacquiao, we knew about him when he started fighting Marquez trilogies, Barrera, Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, and you know what I'm saying? And then later on Oscar Margarito Floyd's. But there's a whole bunch of in between that we didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? Where many wasn't
Yeah.
really known like that. I feel like that's what they're saying. And Boots is kind of not saying he's at the beginning, but he's just now approaching that stage to where you know, he's in a position to now where he will get those well hopefully he will get those fights that you're talking about. I think that what is he
One way I
20
think
27 28?
You know, one way Boots can do it. Boots
Huh.
can do it on a Mayweather joint and chase all the Mexicans. I swear to God, I'm
But
dead
look what
serious.
Virgil doing
He
to him
is
right
though.
now.
He's chasing Virgil.
Mexicans ain't
Yeah,
trying to
that's what I'm
scrap.
saying. Chase all of them and fight all of them. Cause they'll fight them. Get any one of them,
But
fight
Virgil,
them.
you talking about at 154. So it's only a handful of Mexicans at
Yeah,
154.
Virgil and
Virgil can
Jesus
do that
Ramos. That's it, really.
at what?
Yo,
35,
I'm just saying
40,
to get the name, chase them, get the
47?
name, fuck it. I don't want Boots to die out. That's all I'm saying. Cause I think they're trying to shelf him. I don't want them to die out. For some reason, I just don't want them to die out. You know what I mean? Get slack up
You
4 or 5
helping
years.
you helping the people
Huh?
that sitting there shelfing them, saying some of the things you say.
Man.
Yeah, they can talk about me all day. I don't cut my tongue. I know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm a man. I stick to my shit. Boots
No,
ain't doing shit.
stand on the oath.
He gonna get
That's what I'm talking about, Osa.
and get wore out. I'm telling you, he gonna fuck around and get wore out. For real, he gonna fuck around and get shelved, man. He keep playing.
Bro, when he pulled up on Virgil, what you say?
He didn't pull up on Virgil. Virgil called him in the ring. I told you that.
Bro, come
He
on,
was
come on,
already
come
in the
on, man.
ring.
Come on,
Fucking with you,
man.
Ty.
Come
I'm fucking
on,
with
man.
you,
Oh, I'm
man.
about to say, come on, the man flew there, bro.
I'm fucking with you. Hey, Doc, you
Dude,
seen the
how the fuck did
Hey,
he get
Doc,
to the
you seen
ring
the
for Virgil to call him over?
Hey,
Yeah,
Doc, you seen
bro.
the index finger? When he said, come
Come
here,
here,
you seen the index finger? He said, come here, Boots. You know the finger?
Come here, boy.
that was wild though. I ain't gonna lie. I took offense when I saw that, bro.
He
I
said,
took
come here,
offense
Hey,
when I
boy.
saw
you
that
know why
because
I
I
think
peeped
Virgil
that.
did that though? I'm not gonna lie. I think he did that so probably Boots will hesitate to come so he can be like, I ain't got time for this, and then just leave the ring.
Ah,
Especially how he acting now, like, oh, I'm gonna fight Errol Spence and all of this extra
right.
shit.
Did y'all see
That boy had a
Ezekiel
dream
Elliott's
too.
reaction when Boots came through the ropes?
I ain't see it.
Who?
The
He
running
said, "Oh,
back,
that nigga
the
big."
running back for the
Nah, Boots is
former
big, though.
running
I
back
ain't
for
gonna hold you with that
for
shit. That
the
nigga Boots is
Cowboys.
big. I ain't know he was that big. That Boots
He
is a
was
big
in the locker
motherfucker,
room with
man.
Virgil talking about, damn, that nigga my size. You gonna fight him?
Big motherfucker. I looked, I said, damn, Boots, you a big motherfucker, man. You ain't a little boy. You big as hell.
Hey man, I don't even want to start that because Virgil Ortiz big as hell himself.
He
Virgil
is,
used to
but
But
you
he
be
was
saw
big.
how
little, but he look
small he
little,
looked
but he look
next to
little in front
Boots.
of Boots. You see how little he look in front of Boots?
Well, yeah, but
See, Virgil
yeah,
looking
no,
up.
I'm with y'all. I'm with you. But we got to remember too that one guy's fighting, one guy's walking around. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no fight. So
Oh, yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Virgil Ortiz probably look even bigger. You know, one fighter's is documented to struggle with weight, and one fighter's not. So
Yeah, I got you.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Right.
yeah,
He fighting
That's
for a
a thing.
WC interim. He
yeah.
had well enough time to rehydrate.
I know
Virgil
Virgil
was probably within
Virgil
the
was trying to look
60s,
up.
Mm,
Hey, Ty, Virgil was
if
trying to look
70s.
up. He was
right.
trying to look straight. Boots was taller. He was trying to look straight. You know how you look up, you look like a little motherfucker. So Virgil was trying to look straight, and Boots is a little taller. I said, look at these two fucking clowns. Fiasco. The whole fucking show right now.
Right.
It's a good show though.
Hey, let me say this, bro. What do we call Bud now? He's a 1 fight a year fighter, right? How long has this been persisting?
Like 5, 6 years, right?
About 5, 6 years.
Right? Now, how old is he?
38.
38, 37, 38, something like that.
Yeah,
How
38.
many fights does he have?
42.
42.
So if we do the math, that nigga's on the same course that Boots was on. Is
Mm.
on right now. He was on that course, bro. It ain't much different, Oster. It ain't much different.
Listen, hold on, it's on time out time, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna play words like that. You crazy.
Hey, Tom
What you
is
think you
trying
get
to
that all
stir
the
the
time? You
pot.
crazy.
Tom is trying to stir the
You
pot, bro.
just trying to throw some bullshit in it like that. Come on, man. We
He
keep it
said this
100.
what we not gonna
Ain't
do.
much difference, dog.
Hey,
Hey,
Same thing happened to Roy Jones.
I'm with Thomas,
that
bro.
guy.
I'm with Thomas, Oster. I'm with Thomas,
Hey,
bro.
Thomas, that was one thing. No, it's one thing you, Thomas. You good with words now. You know that. But what I'm gonna tell you is this. We're not gonna do that. So you're gonna tell me
He said we
that
not
Bud
gonna
fought.
do that.
Come on, are you serious? We gotta really explain this here, man. We gotta really explain this. So you telling me Bud fought once a year since the beginning? Doc, you know you'll fight a lot in the beginning. At the end, you'll slow down. We all know that.
Oh,
So you
I've
might
been
have
saying
2,
for
3
the
fights.
past 5
Nah,
years,
he
he been
said
Nah,
the
yeah, he
last
did say
5 years.
last 5 years. He said last 5, 4
Oh,
or 5
okay,
years.
yeah, the past 5 years.
last
I said
5
he said,
years he's been fighting one. So that's 5 fights, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Prior to that, you remove the number of fights. And his age, you calculate 5 years back. Boots not even at that age. He not at that
Listen,
age. And he got less fights.
okie
Your boy had a
dokie.
lot of fights and wasn't fighting nobody. That's what they were saying.
And who
And
wasn't
he can
fighting nobody?
only.
No, he's saying that's
That's
what
what
people will say. That's what people were saying.
that's
Oh,
what
that's
they
what
were
they say.
saying.
We can't
Which
correlate that
just
with facts. We can't correlate that with facts. So you can't say that's what they say.
so
We can't do
why
that with
is
facts now.
Attacker Boots
Can't talk about the
then? Why
same thing
is
because one
Boots
is
getting worn out and shelved, but
no.
Crawford
What I'm
did
saying,
not?
no. But I'm saying what you said that with the accolades and stuff like that. And what I'm saying is that whatever Crawford went through,
Mm-hmm.
look at the accolades. Right now. If you want to stop it right now, look at the accolades. It explained his whole story. So all that stuff that he did was for a reason. He got accolades for every one of them.
So
This is what
so
all I'm trying to. I'm not trying to argue about Crawford and thing about that. I'm trying to talk about Boots to get some good fights. I want Boots to get in there and beat these people up.
so
Why
do
he
you
still could beat
believe
them
what?
up for real?
No, I
I'm
feel
telling you,
you.
man.
I want that too. But what they're saying people not trying. They're pricing themselves out. You know,
Right.
let's make a deal. They're not trying to make the deal.
Right. That's what
They
2-4
trying to
example
Go
was
around,
with the
go around and
Hellcat.
get some more accolades. Go around like Crawford did and get some more shit over here and get your name up. Go around here and get some.
When
It's
he
more
did
accolades
that,
around here,
he made fun of who he fought.
huh?
And then not to mention that Boots never could go all the way down to 130 or 135 to fight and then build up so he can get as many accolades. He had to start where he
All I'm
started.
saying is, whatever Boots got to do, Boots need to do it. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. I don't care what he will box it, you in the game. Whatever
Hey, I
you
wish
got to do,
I wish you on that part.
Even if
But,
they
but
do it like that.
it's a little hard though,
ain't
you
a
know.
bad guy.
What division did Bud go undisputed in? Was that his first division or was it second?
Oh, that's a second. Yep,
His
140.
second,
140, yeah.
140.
Did he unify in his first division?
Nope.
Yeah.
He unified?
Yeah.
In the first one?
Yeah.
Nah.
135? No, I don't think so.
No, I think he got the WBO and then moved up.
Yeah, I don't think he unified
He
at
got the
135.
WBO
Did he?
and moved up.
Okay, yeah, but I say I don't think he unified at 135.
How much time did he spend at 35?
That I don't know how old he was when he moved up. I
I
don't
don't
remember
have a
that.
clue.
I'm assuming because you bringing it up, probably around the same age. But I don't know. I have to go look that up.
People talked about how motherfuckers didn't want to fight, but facts. Since we talking about facts, how hard
Yeah,
it
they
was
did.
for him to get a fight. When he finally got it, he was a little too heavy for the weight. Said, "Look, I'm gonna fight this guy. I'm gonna move up." He did that.
Yeah.
So this essentially is for Boots. This is his 140.
Yeah.
Motherfucking 54.
154.
Remember when Bud came up to 40? Niggas was tucking tail and scrambling and scraping.
Yeah.
We seen Danny Garcia move up.
Yeah.
Facts.
AB
that was
went
a fact,
PC.
though. Those
Swift
are
move up
facts.
with the swiftness.
Yeah, with the his slow ass. How his name is
Champion
Swift?
sitting here
Damn
talking
you, how
about,
his name is
oh,
Swift?
nah, he not a name. He don't make no bread. What do
Huh.
we see at 54 right now?
No, Danny Garcia make bread. Damn, that's one thing Danny Garcia, he
You
always
talking about
at
Danny
right with something.
Garcia. I'm talking about
Nah,
what
he not-
them,
yeah.
what them dudes did when he moved up. They either got out the way or the ones that stayed sat there and said, Bud ain't this, he ain't that. Until they was forced to fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We seeing that right now at 54 with Boots.
Yeah.
Niggas is scrambling and scraping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Al Booger says Boots is more accomplished at his age than Bud was at the same age. He said, nah, he didn't unify at 135. Oh, we.
It's tomato time. That we ain't even talking about Boots and thing. It's tomato time. We talking about Boots.
He did. He said Oster. He did say. He also said Oster the goat. He said Oster the goat. He said Oster the goat too.
They not the same.
Yeah, they just not the
If we
same.
put it in that
We
terms.
talking about Boots. I just want Boots to do what he do. Whatever he got to do, Ty, I'm not in his camp, but you can figure it out, Boots, because everybody can't run and you can't duck everybody. So whatever is going on, go take a look. Like say, when you're talking about Crawford, right? And you're talking about his path. His path was changing. As you'll see, his path was changing. It couldn't have been the path he wanted because you'll say he couldn't get the fights. This is why you got to do something. You got to boogie. You got to haunt these dudes. Go around, keep talking to them. Whatever it is, somebody gonna slip up. Somebody gonna slip up, boo. I'm telling you, somebody gonna slip up.
For him to get where he needed to go, it took time and patience. You're not trying to give Boots that time or patience.
I agree.
You sitting here blaming him instead of looking at the whole picture.
No, I'm not blaming Boots in particular. I'm blaming whoever's in Boots' camp, whatever they got going on. I'm just saying the farthest I see Boots is when he get on TV and pick his fights. So that's what I'm thinking. That's the farthest I can see. Boots. I don't know.
I think another thing is. I think another thing is that Boots got so many fights, so people look at it like he ain't been fighting nobody, but really like he got a lot of club shows because he ain't start on no big network like a lot of these people did. So if he would have had a normal start like most of these people with his resume that he got now, like let's say if he only had like 24, 25 fights, like, I don't think that'd be a narrative people can push.
Yep. He ain't signed to Showtime until he had 19 fights.
So yeah, if you take those 19 fights away and then start his resume from when he got with Showtime, like people wouldn't have that narrative.
You know what I'm trying to say? Let me say it this way, because maybe we get a debate for nothing. We just trying to push somebody. This is not a really debate because there's nothing that we saying he can't do. We're not saying he's not good. Nobody's saying none of that. He is good. We all
That's the
saying
thing.
that. And then they
You
talking
said
about the
all those
fight.
things, and then turned around and
Huh?
said he was good.
What you say?
I said the thing is, you actually said all those things, but then turn around like,
I
all right,
like
but
this,
he is
bro.
good, but
I
he
like
not
just
doing
listen.
it.
I like just listening, man. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I
Listen
like
to what I'm
this.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Like, when you talk, sometimes people want you to mean something because they want you to mean it. That's not what I mean. If somebody don't understand it, then that's their problem. I could call a bunch of people a bum and still like them. You still a bum ass nigga. It's no problem. You still a bum and ball. I still like you, but you still a bum. I mean, it is what it is. Let's play ball. Come on. It's no problem. That's nothing. I ain't calling Boots a bum. Boots got a lot of talent. But it makes me wonder with the talent that you got. But I know you're a Black American fighter, so I already know that's 80% of it. This is why you got to go extra hard, man. This is the reason why you got to go extra hard. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. You know, people like Ortiz can get looked and doing nothing, and he getting like more recognition than you, and he ain't doing nothing. And you got accolades. You got to look at this and look at this. Let me give you another example, right? I looked at it the other day. I was like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. Like Abdullah Mason, right? Abdullah Mason, what, 19-0, right?
Yep.
Fighting for a kind of get a title. If Abdullah Mason keep moving the way he's moving, this is what I want Boost to do. If you got to go to Germany and get it, go ahead. They got a belt over there somewhere. Go get it. Go in somebody else's camp. Go do what these niggas did to go get that belt, man, and come back and show them who you is. That's
But
the only way.
that's what Tufo and Ty been saying. Like he has the benefit of a machine. Boots for the first part didn't have no machine behind him.
Right.
You know, he just
Who
got
got the
with
machine?
something
Who
legit.
got the machine?
Like the Abdullah Mason that you
Abdullah
just
Mason, like,
yeah.
just said,
Cause he,
Abdullah fighting
What
for a
machine
title
Abdullah Mason
after
got?
his 19th
no,
fight.
he on top rank. He on top rank, been on top rank, and he's with Turkey right now. I think is he one of the ring ambassadors? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think he is, right? Yeah, he's one of Turkey's ring ambassadors. So yeah, he definitely got that.
That nigga got two machines.
Yeah.
That nigga got two machines.
He got the fax machine, answering machine, all that, washing machine.
Cool. So you saying like a Tank situation, right? Tank got the machine behind him, right? Like a Canelo situation.
Yeah.
Canelo got the machine behind him, right?
Yeah. Tank had
I
Floyd
understand
behind
that.
him, right?
I understand that. But now
He got the
Tank
privilege to
can go
do
with.
things that
Hear me out.
other
Just hear me
people
out.
couldn't
We know
do
that.
at the age of
We know that. Ty, what
22.
I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. We know that I'm only going by actions. We know what people can do. So Tank didn't go with Turkey Al Sheikh, right? Because Tank got his own machine behind him and such and such and such. And we see how it is, right? So give me a reason.
Tank an established star too, though. But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's, or you know, I'm just saying because these are decisions. These are decisions that you make. So if Boot say everything is not working, if his camp saying none of this stuff is working, we can't get nothing, and we know where we can get it at. We can get it with Turk. Everybody know that. We can get it with Turk. What's up? We can get it with Turk. What's up? You can't answer that because this is a fact, man.
We can't answer, or you ain't let us answer.
I ain't know how to say something.
No. We was waiting.
I was waiting.
Hey, also funny,
No,
bro.
yeah.
That was
He had a whole dissertation.
Go ahead, bro. Yo, Zara in the building. What's good? Go ahead, Ty. I'm about to slide after this, though. I'm about to slide after this. This is funny as hell, bro. I love this, man. Yeah, I love this, man. I'm just chilling, man. Get to listen, boy.
Oster, my problem is this. When it comes to certain fighters, you and others don't know how to let the standard be the standard. We get super hypercritical with one fighter and then tell everybody publicly we like them, but every time we spill some rhetoric, it don't align. How can you sit there and say you like Boots, but you liken him to Tank and how he move, right?
I'm liking him to Tank.
You likened him to Tank on how he move, real shaky, right?
Don't do like that.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant when I said that, but I go with that. That's not what I meant though. What?
So when you said he be moving like Tank, what did you mean?
No. I said you see. I was saying when Doc said that, when y'all said that they had help behind them, machines behind them. I was making a statement, a comparison.
I'm not talking about today. You said to me, this. You want me to pull the receipts?
What you talking about? That's what I just said. What you talking about? Just talk. Just say it. Just say it. Whatever it is.
I said exactly what I said. You compared him to Tank on how he moved. Real
No,
shaky.
I did not. That's what I'm trying to. That's not what I said. You might have took it that way. That's not what I'm telling you. That's not what I said. That's not what I meant. I'm gonna tell you what I meant now. That's why I named Canelo too, because they got a machine by them. All of them got a machine by them. But that's why I bought Turk in, and because Tank ain't go with Turk. You get what I'm saying? Canelo went with Turk after a while, and everybody else, because everybody know that's money. If you want to fight, you go to Turkey. If you want to play this game with this promotional shit and all this, and don't get fights and all that, you stay with the machine over here. It's a fact, 100%. If you want to fight, go to Turk. He got the money, he gonna give you the fight. But you have to fight somebody. That's the whole thing. You have to fight somebody. You're not coming over here getting no tune-ups and none of that. You fight somebody. Simple, man. It's simple. It is
Do I
what it
need to
is,
start
man.
scrolling up?
Huh?
Do I need to start scrolling up?
Oh my lord. Get him, bro.
Oh,
Get the receipts,
What do
bro.
I need to-
We chatting. I don't care, Ty. If I said something, just let me know. I might have said something wrong. I'm not gonna always say things right. I don't mind. I'm cool with that. Just let me know, and we could get it right. Because I don't mean no harm by what I'm saying, so I can explain anything I'm saying. If I was talking some shit, then I'll be like, man, fuck that. But I'm for real. This is how I really feel. I really feel like this about bullshit. Dead serious.
Tell her how you really
'Cause I see
feel.
people doing it. Huh?
No, I
Yeah,
said
'cause
tell
see
her how
people
you
doing
really
it.
feel. Go ahead, bro.
I'm pretty project
know.
again today. Did I tell you already?
Mhm.
Okay, it's a 3 again today.
I know. Yeah, but that's how I really feel about that, because I love boxing and I like talent. Boots got talent. And the motherfucker, I don't want these people to be bullshitting you around when you can go and get some fights and get it another way. That's what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is doing it. Niggas popping PEDs, going to get this money. Niggas don't care. Niggas is wilding right now in boxing. Niggas don't give a fuck. Niggas jumping in boxing, take a PED, get a win, get caught the next week. Nobody cares. They can't title fights after this right now, fucking with Turkey. Come on, man. They still trying to make Ryan Garcia a champion. They still trying him. For real. They still, I'm trying to tell you, this is what it is, man. I
All
go
right,
beat
we
Ryan
still
ass
at
if I was
homie
Boots.
court, right?
Huh?
What'd you
We
say?
still at homie court, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. This
Has
district
not been
attorney is
adjourned.
I'm gonna continue this dissertation against Oster because we got an indictment on him
Yeah, give me an
Hating.
indictment, please.
for hating.
Give me an indictment.
For
The
hating?
biggest hater.
Oh
Give me an
lord.
indictment.
Hey
You're not
yo.
a hater. I'm hating and
Alright.
Boots ain't fighting. What
I'm
the fuck is
putting
that? I
cases
ain't
on
hating.
all you bitches.
You act like some of these orators, the guys that be on the boxing networks that sit there and say they like a fighter, but whenever they speak on him, it's always what he's not doing.
Yep.
Not elaborating on why it's not happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, they'll tell you this guy's good, but that guy ain't did shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can give you a bunch of people like that. I can give you a million motherfuckers like that. In today's time, that's the
You
thing.
said you like Josh Kelly's fighting style, but you ain't critique him as how he moving, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't like Josh Kelly. Like, I just like his fighting style. I don't look up him and none of that shit. I don't do none of that with him. I just like his fighting style. And I told you I like his fighting style from the game, Doc. Remember I said from Undisputed. I liked him because he beat. That's how because I got the game. Y'all don't listen to what I be saying. I said I like Josh Kelly from Undisputed.
All right,
That's
that's
what I
because of the
said.
game.
Yeah, because again, we was hey, Doc, have you ever heard me talk about Josh Kelly?
Hey, bro. Hey, man. I ain't trying to
your
get
life.
shot,
When
bro.
it came to
I
Bruce
haven't.
fighting somebody,
I haven't, but I haven't been in
Yeah,
every
Josh Kelly.
conversation.
No, man, I know I like Josh Kelly from the fucking game. I'm telling you, I said it because he got the jab outside, I be beating motherfuckers' ass. I told you, Doc, play with Josh Kelly. I said that to you
How-
last
you
night.
told- you
I
told-
might
you-
have
you
to
say
get
you
back
told
on
me?
Undisputed.
You told me
Remember
that?
the other day we was talking, and he was like, man, I might have to get back on Undisputed because we was talking about Undisputed.
Okay.
He's like, man, I might have to get back on here one day, man. You said, but if I get back on here, I'm gonna be on here all day, man. I ain't trying to get back into
Yeah,
that.
because on the
Remember
game,
that?
yeah.
was
'Cause
like,
I haven't
yo.
I haven't
And
played
said,
Undisputed.
I
I haven't
fight
played
with
it
Josh
yet.
Kelly. I said that's why I fight. I said
Right,
fight with Josh
right.
Kelly because that's why I fight. That's why I said I don't like Josh Kelly like that. I like him on the game. The fuck? Yeah, I'm glad you ain't your fucking DA. I have a fucking coke case right now.
Your boy in
I
the game, duck boots
have
in
a
real
fucking
life.
felony fucking with this nigga right now, Doc. I swear to God, you just gave me a charge. What the hell? Yeah. That's my guy.
Order the court, man. Go ahead, Ty. Proceed, man. Proceed,
Yeah,
man.
Doc.
Oh man.
Whenever you're asked, so who should Boots fight? How come you can't ever give a name?
What'd you say?
You
I didn't hear
say
you.
these guys that Boots not fighting nobody. Could you present some names that he could fight? Because when I asked you this question before, you threw out Josh Kelly. That's the only reason why I mentioned him.
No, somebody else brought him up. I never brought it up. Somebody else brought him.
You said him.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. We was looking at the list and you asked me, I remember you talking about, you said at 154, who can he
Objection,
fight?
Your
And we pulled up the list. It was me, you, and you. Then you start telling me about he ducked. You say who can he fight? Doesn't mean I like him. I'm just saying he can fight Josh. He can fight. To be honest, Boots can fight anybody in 154 because he ain't fight nobody there. So any one of y'all want to fight, he can fight him. Anybody. I don't care. Anybody.
No,
Just somebody, please.
he's asking you
I'm asking you.
to recommend somebody, suggest somebody.
All right, fight Josh Kelly.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna recommend him again. Fight Josh Kelly.
But hey, Josh
I
Kelly got
can't tell you
somebody.
who to fight. Fight Adams. Fight somebody. I can't. I don't know. They all don't want to fight you, so you're gonna have to go fight somebody. Boost. You act like I'm
Oh,
crazy.
Brandon Adams. Hey,
If somebody don't
I
want,
like that
You
fight.
mean you said that shit was ass.
but like I'll tell you this much, I'm gonna tell you two people right now. I'm gonna tell you two people right now at 154 that ain't got no fight. And I'm gonna tell you two people right now that just fought, and I'll tell you two people that just fought for no more than 2 rounds. So they should be wanting to fight. One went in there for 1 round, and 2 weeks later somebody else went in there for 2 rounds. Dude, those two people ain't got no fight. They can make a fight right now. Answer that one.
But he's
Okay,
ducking.
okay, buddy ducking. Okay, cool. Then y'all should get on Virgil. Y'all shouldn't be on me. Y'all should be on Virgil.
But we don't see you attacking Virgil about it.
I was
That's
just
what
gonna
they
ask
said.
you. Do
Yeah.
you agree that Virgil is ducking right now?
I know Virgil. I've been telling you, Virgil ain't do shit in boxing in the
You have been
past
telling
10
us he's
years.
been ducking or did shit. We only heard from you that Boots ain't doing shit.
I never said, come on. All right, whatever. I got videos of this shit. I could post video. You know, I send you videos, Ty. You better stop. Come on, Ty. Cut the shit, man. Go on my channel and think I like Virgil. Go on my channel and see what the fuck I'm saying about Virgil.
Name, dog. That's Osterine.
Huh? Yo, it's Oster, dog. Oster. We don't do that. Oster. We can't do that. Nah, but listen, for real, I don't do that. You can't call our name. Come on, we ain't doing that. But anyway, but on the real side, you see my videos about Virgil. I don't fuck with Virgil at all, because he ain't doing shit.
Man, y'all
He ain't.
had me rolling, bro. Thank you, man. I need this laugh, dog. God is good. Oh man.
And yo, Todd, me and Todd talk all the time. Ty always setting me
Miraculously,
up,
after he
man.
pump fake, now he not doing shit.
Huh?
Miraculously, after he pump fake, now he not doing shit.
No, Virgil wasn't doing shit before this, Doc. How many times I just say this, Doc?
I'm
Virgil
glad that
ain't
you
doing
can
shit in
acknowledge
boxing.
that now.
Listen, I'm cool with myself, man. You can say what you want.
I'm cool with myself.
Yo, yeah, Doc got transcript of all this shit that we talk about here. He could pull all this shit up. You ain't never in your life hear me say nothing about Virgil. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Anytime I say about Virgil, he ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit, and he ain't gonna do shit. That's why I want to boost the presses, bitch. I say, you a punk, you ain't doing nothing, nigga. You scared, you don't want to fight. Make that motherfucker fight.
Right.
Because you're gonna run if you let him run. He been running for 10 years. He gonna keep running, trust me.
I don't think they're saying that you necessarily like Virgil, because I do agree with that. You have been saying that you've been on you don't care for Virgil either, but they're saying that and correct me if I'm wrong, they're saying that you put more pressure on Boots than you do on Virgil. That's what they're saying.
I do. You fucking right. Boost my brother. You motherfucking right. I'm putting pressure on you, Boost. You fucking right. Cause I know what they doing with this clown. They trying to get him to skate around and get his little belts and get it whatever they got going on. They trying to hold you back. That's what's going on. That's right. You 100% right. 100% right.
So
1
to be fair,
million%.
That's like me going to my brother, knowing his license suspended, sitting there saying, "Yo, why don't you drive
Why
to
you
the
ain't
grocery
driving?
store?"
Y'all could keep Y'all could keep making me wrong. We need to get
Nah,
Boots right.
you
Y'all
ain't
keep making me
wrong.
wrong.
You
I
ain't
could be
wrong.
wrong all day long. So I could be wrong. I know what they're doing, Boots. They do it
Why
to
you
every
walking around the
black
corner,
fighter like
Boots?
that. That's good. I know what they're doing. That's why you
To be
see all the other ones on steroids and all that, and you don't hear about this shit. It's like a day in the park. Let a black fighter do it. Let Boots go beat somebody up and get a belt and then get caught the next week on steroids. See what happens. Y'all see the difference?
fair,
They're treating
Doc,
like
to my
Barry
man.
Bonds. They're treating like Barry Bonds. I swear to God, they're treating like Lance Armstrong. They take everything from him. They'll take everything from him. It's a joke. They take everything from
I'm
him.
for the slide. But go ahead, Thomas. I'm for the slide after
To
this.
be fair to you, to Doc, and to be fair to my man Oster, man, he did say because he's black, it's gonna have to be a different route for him because it's always different for black folks. So I understand where he's going with that, and I do see that that Brandon Adams fight might be a possibility. The Charlo fight might be a possibility. We know for a fact that he not getting the possibility of a fight with Ortiz. His whole corner went out there and did a song and dance on why he shouldn't be fighting him, dog. So I think if anyone's people have been going away from making fights, it hasn't been Boots people. Unfortunately, he just didn't have the proper machinery behind him to make certain fights or get certain fights. We know With Bud, he had the WBO belt, right? And we know what WBO usually stand for, right?
What
Whatever
Bob
Bob
orders.
orders. So he had the machine behind him. So he couldn't move that way. My man Boots didn't have that. But I agree. In order for him to get that fight, he's going to have to go the Mayweather route. And they have made that clear. And the one who made it clear is the one who did it to Mayweather. De La Hoya. He said pretty much, we are the A side. And if he's going to get this fight, he's going to have to get at least 10 million. Now, I ask you, which of them ninjas ever made 10 million? Anywhere close to it? But for this fight in particular, he going to have to get at least 10 million.
Yeah, he definitely said that 10 milli though. That's 10 milli crazy. Well, I ain't gonna say
They ain't
crazy.
gonna
They
get 10
can get it.
million. They ain't worth 10 million. None of those names worth 10 million right at this point. None of them right now.
Exactly.
Why
And that
Fast
would,
Eddie gonna give him the red belt.
To who? The
The
red
red
belt.
belt.
The IBF. The IBF.
That's next. As soon as he done handling business on a Eddie Hearn card,
Right.
you gonna see Boots fight him.
Right.
That'd be a good one.
What's next?
But I know
Baccarat wasn't nobody.
Who?
What's gonna be next? Baccarat wasn't nobody. He was another Stanionis.
Nah, I ain't say Stanios is bad. Y'all brought Stanios over. I never brought Stanios' name in it. Just somebody else brought Stanios' name in it. I was talking
That's
about
what's
Boots.
implied when you say he ain't fight nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what I'm saying. Let's say that. Let's stop saying that I said it because I didn't say it. If they imply it that way, that's how people took things. They can't put that on me. That's not. If you want to know what I said, you got to ask me. Don't.
That's essentially what I said. You said he ain't fighting nobody or fought nobody.
Right.
And I said he fought Stanionis.
so by default, that implies that Stanionis ain't nobody. He ain't really
Nobody.
What do you mean by that?
Well, what I'm saying is, as of right now, it ain't helping. So it ain't no fucking body right now.
That's
Put
crazy.
somebody on that motherfucker that
That's
help him.
crazy. He
Seriously,
said,
man.
I ain't say he was
No, I'm
nobody,
just being-
but he ain't
Doc,
nobody.
I'm just being hard on it, Doc, because, hey, Doc, I'm just being hard on the right way. I'm not being hard on the bad way. I'm like, yo, Boost, for real. You look at what we arguing with, all these accomplishments, and none of them see it. We see it, but they don't see it, and they the one putting the money up.
I feel
I
that.
get tough
They put the
love,
money up. You get
but
what I'm saying? So
sometimes it's
I what's up?
unwarranted.
Yeah.
Huh? That's all I'll be
Like,
saying is like, yeah, sometimes you need the media to help these people be like, yo, man.
Now,
You know what I mean?
Ty says he get tough love. He said just sometimes it's not warranted. And he's saying in this case, he don't believe that it's warranted.
Right.
He believes this man has been trying to make fights. They just ain't been getting fights. And it ain't because of his lack of effort. I mean, the man on his own dime flew all the way down to hostile territory to hop in the ring to tell you, Mickey Fricky, you nice, but I'm nicer. We need to make this happen.
Right. But fellas,
show you
man,
the
that's it
power
right
in
there,
shit.
man. I'm gonna go ahead and slide, man. Y'all keep chopping it up in the background, man. But I gotta go handle some stuff, man. Appreciate y'all.
And when my man goes slide, just remember that after he said that, he said Martin Luther King had a dream.
Hey.
And in his dream, it was my man Spence who ain't been in a ring in 3 years.
That's a fact. Virgil Ortiz said that crazy stuff. But Thomas Oster, gosh dang Ty, man. Appreciate you, bro. 2-4, man. I know he gone, but
close the statements.
yeah. Go ahead. Close the statement. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We start off with Thomas.
Man to ever pull up on Boots.
Oh, we going with Ty. Go ahead. Ty will close it out then.
What'd you say, Ty?
The only ninja to ever pull up on Boots.
Blair the Flair.
Was Blair the Flair Cobbs. And we keep
That'd
it
be a good fight, though. Hey, Ty, you think that'd be a good fight right now, him and Blair the Flair?
Man, hell no, man. You gonna get Blair beat the hell up,
Blair
man.
can't
Stop
be
it, bro.
54 though.
Stop it, man. Blair gonna get the hell beat out of him, man. Blair the Flair Cobbs the only one, bro. Shout out to Blair the Flair. Woo! Cobbs, man. I'm out of here, man. I'll be easy, man. Chat, I appreciate y'all rocking for real, man. Shout out to the fellas that came through on the panel, man. Shout out to Al Booger, man. Al Booger said he gonna come through this weekend, good Lord willing, man. So we'll see how it goes. Ain't no pressure, though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all rocking for real. Don't forget to smack that like button, you know, and all that good stuff with bonbons, man. Tell somebody that you love them today. You know, even when it's hard to, you know, tell somebody that you love them. I gotta take my own advice, too. And make sure you take care of each other and take care of yourselves. You know, and stay prayed up, man. You know what I do in the morning when I wake up? God bless me with another day. First thing I do is I say a little prayer. You know what I'm saying? Right there where I lay. I close my eyes and I pray. And then I read me a little scripture. I've been doing this for forever. You know what I'm saying? That's how I read the whole Bible and stuff like that. But now that I read the whole Bible, which I completed reading the whole Bible a couple years ago, And I just read it. I just open up the book and go to a random scripture. If I have something specific on my heart, then I'll go to a specific scripture. You know, my favorite books are Jeremiah, Isaiah, Proverbs, Psalms, stuff like that. So yeah, but just talk to him, man. And then when I get up, it might sound a little redundant, but once I get up and get out of bed, then, you know, I actually say a prayer, you know, say on my knees, and then I actually look at my phone. I read a little scripture on my phone too. So just get the good word in, man. Get you out on the right foot, get you in positive spirits, and you know, no matter what you're going through, you're gonna make it. We got to. That's why we still here. So if you're still here, right, you still gonna make it. So I appreciate y'all rocking as always. Don't forget to smack that like button. Shout out to the members that do a little more, go a little extra, man. Don't forget about the super chat, keeps us going and growing. Don't forget about becoming a member. Don't forget about the Patreon. Don't forget about the Cash App for your boy. You see what I'm saying? Show your boy some love for the support. We keep it going and growing. And those of you that already do that, thank you so much. And remember as well, we will be live tomorrow for the fights. I don't know if I'll be live later on tonight for the Royman Villa fight. It's on Pro Box. I'll probably watch it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go live. But yeah, we're also on Spotify, Dr. Boxing Talk, Twitter, Instagram, obviously YouTube, Facebook, everything, man. TikTok, Dr. Boxing Talk, Blue Sky. You feel me? And we have the newsletter that drops every Wednesday at 12 p.m. where we do real boxing talk, not that fanboy, fangirl nonsense that they have over there. You know what I'm saying? On their side. Real boxing talk from inside the game. Somebody puts thought process into the game and actually puts in their due diligence, you know what I'm saying? Comes at it from a fighter standpoint, an amateur fighter, from a thinking standpoint, from a honest standpoint, you see what I'm saying? An educated standpoint and a fun standpoint, you know what I'm saying? A real standpoint. So y'all be easy, take care of yourselves, sign up on Doc's Corner, and yeah, man, I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. George said, keep the streaming. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you, George. I appreciate you, man. You caught us right at the tail end. Don't forget to smack that like button, but most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we are nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.